Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Clockwork Cantina, episode 75. Uh, I am one of your hosts, episode 74, right?
75.
Is it 75? Oh, we are
75.
75. Okay. I looked at my notes and I'm like, wait, it says 74 up here. Um, but yeah, 75. Um, the future of Star Wars, which we'll talk about in the second half of the show. But first, I am one of your hosts, Josh902, and this is our other host.
I'm DT3. Hello, everyone. How
Hello.
are you all?
I
How's
hope
it?
they're doing well. I have hit the record button, which I don't think I've said the last few times we've done this show. And I've remembered to hit it every time now, guys. After like 2 years, we finally managed to hit it every time we start now. Thank goodness. Um, how is everybody doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Um, like we said, second half of the show, we're gonna talk about the future of Star Wars on this episode.
It's gonna be a fun
Uh,
one, man, because there's a lot to talk
yeah,
about for sure.
some
The
speculations.
future, the future is bright, in my opinion.
Indeed.
It's a lot of good Star
Uh,
Wars coming up within the next few years.
yeah, and hopefully within the next few weeks we'll get some like more gaming info and stuff too, as we get like the
hmm
Summer Games Fest and E3 and all that stuff. So maybe we'll get some even more Star Wars goodness. Surely we'll see a few things. I think we will. Um, I can't wait. Hello Alex, hello Derper, hello all of y'all in the chats. Um, but before we move on and get ready to go, we usually talk about the things we've been up to for the past week. So Daniel, if you want to start us off, what have you been up to this past week?
Um, what have I been up to the past week? I've been watching a lot of basketball. NBA playoffs are on right now. So I've been checking that out while trying to watch as many games as I can because there's a lot of them on and there's a few on per day.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to watch that. And then of course I have been playing through Mass Effect 2 on stream. That's been fun. I'm currently trying to do all the loyalty missions for all of the many companions you have in this fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh I'm trying to get those done. Uh, been playing Overwatch because it's the anniversary event. I'm actually gonna. It's today's Tuesday, so I'm gonna be playing some later today. To get that new weekly skin thing done. Of course, been watching talking Star Wars. Been watching the Bad Batch every week as always, so that's been fun. Uh, participated in the Chivalry 2 beta, which is a blast.
Yep.
I enjoyed that game more than I thought I was. But yeah, it's been good stuff. Uh, been continuing to watch more of the Clone Wars because I got a part of a group watch showing people for the first time. It's always fun. I watched something for the first time. I watched The Hateful Eight, which is the Tarantino movie. I finally watched it for the first time. I enjoyed it. I thought it was I actually liked it more than I thought I would because I actually didn't think I was gonna like it. And I thought it was gonna be like a bit of a slow movie, but and I mean it's a dialogue heavy movie for sure, but I mean I didn't mind. I thought it was pretty interesting, and yeah, man, Sam Jackson and Kurt Russell were great in that one. I tried out a little bit of this game called For the King, which for those of you who hang out on my Discord, you know that Dababa is like obsessed with this damn game. If you know who Dababa is, you know. If you don't, then she's just one of our friends that gets obsessed with like one game at a time and she just plays that one fucking game until like the next one comes along.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's been obsessed with that, so I tried it out with her for a little bit. Yeah, and we played some co-op and it was pretty fun. I turn-based little thing. I thought it was pretty neat. And then we rewatched Top Gun. Fucking rewatched Top Gun for the first time in like a long time. Like I couldn't even remember the last time I'd seen it until like a couple nights ago, dude. It was nuts. Top Gun's a good movie though. Take my breath away. Dum, dum. And then you can't
Yep.
forget the Danger Zone. Highway to the Danger Zone. Yeah, it's
Yep.
a that movie has like 4 songs, but they're all great. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. And then then the next week, I'm probably gonna be up to the same. Watch more basketball, play some more Mass Effect.
Mhm.
It's gonna be the same stuff here for a little bit. But yeah, that's been pretty much it. I mean, yeah. What have you been up to, good sir?
But not a lot actually. The week we cooked out yesterday. Just had the
Oh yeah,
fam, just
yeah.
me and the old
Yesterday with
man
the
and
the
and all that
Memorial
stuff.
Day and all that good
And
stuff.
had a little cookout. Got the grill out. Made some burgers, hot dogs, steak. The
I
usual.
I too made a burger and it was delicious.
Yeah,
I
I
posted
don't
a
think we
picture on my
cooked
Discord.
out. I don't think we cooked out at all last year. So it was kind of nice to do a little cookout.
Hmm.
And I miss cooked out food, man. Tastes good on the grill.
Dude,
Like so good.
I can't wait for 4th of July, man. Cause
Hmm.
give me that grilled meat, baby.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait.
Um, Streamed a little bit of Mass Effect 2 this week, not a lot. Um, I thought I was having so I streamed the other day or a few days ago, and I was looking over, and you know how it shows you a little preview on Twitch of everything that you're doing, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, this isn't crap. What's going on? And I'm like, how do I fix this? Eventually, I got frustrated because I get frustrated sometimes. Everybody does,
As you do,
and
yeah.
I'm a human being.
Hmm.
So I was like, you know what? I just don't want to stream right now. So I stopped streaming and I checked up my settings, and then I went back and I watched the VOD, and it looked completely fine on the VOD. And I was like, maybe it was just the fucking way it looked on the other monitor or something. It was weird.
I don't know.
Um,
Twitch does that sometimes though. Like I'll get I'll be streaming and then it'll be like unstable, and I'm like, what the fuck you mean unstable? Like everything's fine. Like what's going on? And
it
then
just looked
yes,
chunky.
and then lo and behold, fucking you look at the VOD and it's perfectly fine later on. It's like, man, fuck off.
It looked chunky, it looked choppy, and then when I saw the VOD, and I'm like, this is fucking smooth. I don't know what the fuck was going on with my eyes that day, but I was
Yeah, I don't
like,
know.
well, shit.
Twitch be doing that sometimes though. So
But anyway, after going it over, I was like, but then I just haven't had time to stream anymore after that. It was like I just got kind of busy at home. But I am gonna start back up and finish up Mass Effect 2. I know you're much further along than I am now, so that is awesome.
yeah,
Um I also played Chivalry 2 beta. Um I've watched like Co and then play some of the previous like alphas and betas and stuff that they did for it, I want to say. I was like, I don't know if I want to try this. And then I was like, well, it's an open beta. It's on the Epic Game Store. I'll just download it. It wasn't big. It was only like 12 gigs. And Daniel was in voice with me when I was trying it, and he can attest that I was kind of laughing my ass off and being like, I was having so much fun playing it.
that is a
Um,
silly ass fun game if you just want to have a fun time with it. It's
yeah.
it's it's really really it can be frustrating sometimes because some stupid shit happens. Where I'm like,
Hmm.
how does that happen? But but it's still fun.
Yeah. And then that's kind of like really all I've been up to. I also watched Top Gun, but that's really kind of it. I am starting to feel that creative itch that I get sometimes, like with wanting to fill with D&D and like all that creative stuff. So I may start working on some of that stuff again here soon, because I'm starting to feel that urge,
Speaking of D and
like
D, I saw that on Twitter that Critical Role is going to be ending their second well, is it campaign or something?
yes, they're ending
I saw
their
Matt
second
Mercer.
campaign.
I
Yeah,
saw the homie Matty Merce tweet out that it's gonna be like 7 hours or some shit. I was like,
Eh,
damn,
yeah,
that's crazy, dude.
that's their finale, man.
I mean, it makes
Um,
sense. If you're gonna go for a finale, you go all out, right? But god
yeah.
damn. Well, that's cool. They've been going on at that one for a while, huh?
Yeah, like over 100 episodes. I say I'm not caught up, but I've been kind of keeping tabs on it just to see. And I'll fucking look right now on their YouTube to tell you how many episodes they're up to on fucking season.
There's a
140 episodes was their last week episode, so their finale will be 141 for their second campaign.
Damn.
And those are long games, man. Those guys are great. I love them. I love everybody on that cast. They're so entertaining to watch. If you never watched Critical Role, they got two campaigns for you. If you got a lot of free time, they're both long as fuck. Go check them out.
If you have a lot of free time, because that is an undertaking to get started
Um,
on.
I'm a fan of just about everybody on that show. I will say I am a fan of everybody on that show because they're all great voice actors. They've done video games to television series, everything you could think of, they've done it. So, uh, big fans of all those people.
Yeah.
Uh,
I also brought that up because our game, Frozen Decimation, has been going on for years now too. And we're
hmm
currently on a break, but I mean eventually that's gonna come to an end as well. And
yeah, they will. Then we'll start up our next game, hopefully.
yeah,
Try out some different one shots and stuff.
yeah.
Um, if that's all we have for the news,
But
we
well
can. I
well
mean, sorry for
we,
what we've been up to.
yeah, but we
Our
gotta start on the
personal
news.
news.
We haven't even started the news yet, man.
My brain was like, "We're going to the news." That's and then you know how it is. Brains. If that's all we have for what we've been up to, let's head into the news.
Get started.
Um, and we have a couple trailers here to start us off with.
We do.
Um, First
Do,
up, we
do,
have
do.
Necromunda Hired Gun cinematic launch trailer, which they also have a gameplay launch trailer now. I saw this morning because the game came out today.
Mm.
Um, so if I can find that really super quick, we can play that as well. Um, but Necromunda is like it's set in the 40K universe. I think you in this particular game, Hired Gun, you play a bounty hunter. I think you can make your own character and customize them.
That's cool.
Um, uh, the reviews for this that I've seen seem to be like it's got a few bugs, but it seems to be pretty cool. Might be worth checking out once it goes on sale, kind of deal, kind of game. You know, we've had a few of those.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, like I'll be like I didn't know anything about this game, so this is all news to me.
Here's the thing with 40K or any of the Warhammer games is they just give those licenses out to anybody, the Games
Anyone?
Workshop guys.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of not good in occasionally when they a lot actually not occasionally that comes out of those.
Yeah.
But you do get the occasional gem or something worth checking out, and this seems to be like one of those that'll be um worth checking out.
Worth checking out. Yeah.
Yeah, at some point in the future,
Gotcha.
especially right now because we're kind of in like a little. I feel like we're in a little bit of a drought, game wise. Um,
I'm trying to
Other
think
than
of
like
like what are the
remasters.
last. Yeah, because the last few like big games that have come out are like remasters. Yeah. You
Yeah,
got you
so
got you got Saints Row. You got Mass Effect. Like the last like new game that everybody was all hyping up was that Resident Evil Village, right? Pretty sure.
yeah.
I think that's the last one. I mean, to be honest, I'm fine with the drought right now because like I got a
Mm-hmm.
shit ton of other games I can play, so I can wait on some of these other things personally. Because I feel like I always have something I gotta play. I working my way through the fucking backlog, man.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Because otherwise, man, yeesh, gets rough.
Let me get that other Necromunda trailer for you guys so you can see the gameplay of it,
Yeah.
not just a
Throw
little cinematic dealio.
throw that up so we can see what this game's all about.
Here we go. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Um, but yeah, I think this is like it's a first person shooter, bounty hunting kind of game,
Hmm.
and it looks good, like graphics wise. Um, I also think you get like a little pet dog that you can
Well,
customize in this game.
I did notice there's a lot of dogs in this game.
Yeah, I think you get
So
the
far from these
customized one.
videos here, yeah.
Um,
Well.
but this probably satisfies that shooter itch we get on
Yeah.
occasion, where it's just like I just
Hmm.
want to shoot something kind of game.
Yeah.
Um, like just watching it makes me think of like Doom and like Quake.
Yeah, it
Um,
it does feel very like
Available
just
now.
fucking shoot destroy everything in front of you type deal.
So that's
So this game
Necromunda.
is available now, you said.
Yep. And let me
Necromunda. It
just.
is 33.99 on Steam. 15% off until June 10th. So there you go. If you guys
Oh,
wanna
yeah.
get that while it's 10% off,
Yeah, this is not even a full price game. This is just $30.
because normally it's $40, but yeah, you can
Mm.
get it for 34 right now.
Reviews are a little mixed right now on it,
Yep,
but
yep, yep, yep. Well,
interesting. Might
there
be
you
worth checking
go.
out at some point. What do we have
There you
next?
go. What have we next? We have a trailer for well, it's a gameplay trailer for Dying Light 2.
Oof,
Now,
this is
this is a
long.
beefy 7-minute one, so we don't have to watch the whole thing because you should probably go watch it on your own. There's a voiceover in the background that explains
Hmm.
some things, so you should check that out on your own anyway. But we'll watch this here a little bit. If you skip up to, let's see, like a minute and something. Let's see.
Whee! Sorry, that looked cool. Fucking
Yeah,
button
no,
push
this
that
this
zombie.
game is like a very like parkour, like running around, use your athleticism, and like
So
your
I've never
jump.
played these. Have you? Have you? I know. I don't
I
think you've played these. Have you?
I have not. Well, I've played so before the first game came out, I played the demo to it. So
Hmm.
I've played that. I've played the demo for the first game, but I actually don't even own the first one or even like played it like fully or anything like that. The first game always intrigued me, but like since I never got it, it's just one of those things where it's like, should I just get the first one? Uh, because it goes on sale all the time or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, I'll just wait till the second game comes out and I'll just get that instead.
Yeah.
Instead of just buying the first game, because I mean, I think by this point, like everybody's played the first one. So, and I feel like this is the kind of game where it's more fun if you play co-op. So, like, I feel like everybody's played through the first one. So that's why I was like, well, I'd rather not get that when there's a second one that's already been announced.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just gonna end up waiting on this one. But I mean, I get the gist of like what it is. A lot of jumping, a lot of hopping around, a lot of swinging and running and you know using your speed and athleticism to get away and not get fucking torn up by like a million and one zombies.
Honestly, I feel like this is the first time we've heard in a while about this game, right? Because it felt like they went quiet a little bit because I think they
Well,
had
at
some
the
issues
so if
pop
you
up or something.
for those of you who are watching this trailer on your own, at the beginning, right when you start off, the voiceover says it's been a while since we shared something, because of COVID and all the unexpected shit that the world gave us last year, right?
Hmm.
So they hadn't. This is the first time they put out something in a while because I mean that's why it's a 7.5 minute fucking thing.
It's a big chunk. Definitely a big chunk.
Yeah. So this is their their update because it's been a while. But yeah, I mean
Uh,
the game looks a lot of fun. Uh, this is also like one of those things where like you have to be very careful when you travel at night because obviously it can be a little bit more dangerous at nighttime.
yeah, like everything gets like jacked up.
Yeah, but I do like all the different multiple ways you can like kill the zombies and like this dude out here using like wrestling moves and shit out here to like kick and jump and like it's nuts all the different tools and things you can do. And
Ow.
also, I believe in the story mode for this, you can like make choices that'll affect the rest of the game and whatnot.
Yeah.
So if you're into that kind of thing, then
You
this is
affect the
your
world
yeah. But
kind of
yeah,
deal.
there it is, man. This is the
There's the
game
nighttime and
seems
the zombies. Um,
it
I'll
seems like
definitely
a
probably
fun
be
one.
checking this out.
This will be releasing at the end of the year in December. So there's plenty
Oh
of time.
yeah.
December 7th, 2021. So
There's your Santa's gonna bring you a zombie game.
yeah, exactly. Which we'll have another zombie game come out in October. Remember, Back for Blood is in October. Then you got this in
Yeah,
December.
all the zombies.
At the end of the year, man, we're gonna have a lot of zombie killing.
Yeah. Makes me think of like a few years ago when we just had like zombie movie after zombie movie. The
Oh yeah,
zombie
I
movie.
mean, for a while there, people were just obsessed with zombie shit, man.
hmm
It was crazy.
And I think that's a good spot to stop watching that trailer because this is
Yeah,
7 minutes long. We gave you a good 4 minutes of it. If you want to see the rest of it, go check it out. You can find it right
yeah.
here. I'll drop it in
Go check
chat
it
for you.
out. Like I said, there's a good voiceover there that explains a lot of other things that they're doing. So definitely go check that out on your own.
Yeah, boy. Next up, we have the Crisis Remastered Trilogy teaser. This dropped today. I
So
saw it when I got up.
this is another game that I've never played. The Crisis games.
I played like the second one. Fun. No, I played the first one too.
I just remember
Um,
hearing about these games, but I never played them at the time or anything.
I just remember playing the second one, and you're in these fucking suits, and they make you like they all have these little powers, and you can change them up, and you can just run around and just be like a you can beat the shit out of people with these things, right? Like you can do like fucking kicks and punches, and like you punch somebody, they'll go flying off.
Hmm.
Um, because you're in these like nanotech suits or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Um, and you're like fighting these aliens and shit. I like the Crisis. Yeah, and you could grab people and fucking choke them out. This fucking game takes your GPU to the limit. Um, which I think they had already remastered the first one, I want to say, but now they're doing like the entire trilogy, like all of them together in like one big thing. So kind of like what Mass Effect did,
yeah. Well,
Legendary
Mass Effect.
Edition.
Yeah,
Um,
gotcha. Well, maybe these
it
will
might,
be another. Maybe this will be another trilogy of games I could check out at some point.
yeah, I think you'd have fun with it because I think you would. I can just see you, Daniel, running around just grabbing bad guys by the throat and fucking choking them out, like throwing them.
That sounds
See,
like fun to me, man.
I used to grab them and then use your super strength to throw them up in the air, and you just punch the shit out of them when they land, send them flying. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that got announced today. Um,
Nice,
it says Crisis Remastered Trilogy is coming to consoles and PC this fall. You'll visit the dangerous North Korean island, save humanity from a deadly virus in New York City, and uncover the truth about Sal. So, uh, sometime this fall, we'll be seeing the
nice.
Crisis Remastered Trilogy.
I'll be keeping an eye on that one then.
All right, what do we got next, Daniel?
What do we have next? Next up, we have something one of your favorite topics, Josh. This Blizzard,
Mhm. Yeah.
and we're gonna talk about how they canceled BlizzCon 2021. Uh,
All right.
so yeah, Blizzard has canceled BlizzCon 2021. No in-person event this year, but they do have a global event for 2022. For the second year in a row, Blizzard Entertainment is throwing in the towel on an in-person BlizzCon. Um, they cited ongoing complexities and uncertainties of the pandemic. Uh, but early next year, they plan to have a global event that will include smaller in-person gatherings. Um, so they also obviously like I just mentioned, they canceled last year's, which last year it made sense to do it. This year, I mean, I still like. When was this supposed to be? Like, it was supposed to be like.
They usually do it
When
in the
is
like November, I want to say something like
in the fall.
November. Yeah,
Hmm.
sometime in there. In that area.
Because
Usually
I
when
mean,
that
like,
BlizzCon's
with
happen.
like, there's still time for that, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
like a bunch of these other cons will probably like TwitchCon probably will get canceled again this year.
I mean, it's the combination of things for Blizzard, right? I mean, like we had to deal with the. I mean, like we're dealing with a global pandemic. Their game making may have been delayed. You know, they may not have a lot to show. May not be worth doing
Yeah.
a BlizzCon. In addition to like, how are we going to look in the fall and stuff like that? If people are getting vaccinated, sure, but um,
Hmm.
how is it going to be worth doing it all together and all? It might be just safer to go ahead and forget about it this year and do it next
Cancel it. Yeah.
year.
No,
And
yeah,
it just might be the
it
safer
makes
safer
sense.
choice.
I think that the decision makes sense to cancel it.
Yeah. But we will see.
Yeah, I mean, there's like I said, we're in June right now, so we still have you know several multiple months until then. But probably the best bet for now, just to be like, all right, we're not. It ain't happening again this year.
Regardless of how I feel about Blizzard, BlizzCons are cool, man. Like all the people get to go and hang out with their friends that they don't see often. They get to hang out with their guilds from WoW, get to see the new stuff that Blizzard is doing. Um, it's an event that is really for the fans, and just being together. Like they do, news and stuff there. But like the biggest thing I always got out of BlizzCon was just how everybody just enjoyed being together during that weekend or week or however long BlizzCons are. I can't even remember right now because it's been a while. But like one of my goals was to get to go to one day because I've never gotten to go to a BlizzCon. Um, and it looks like I won't be going this year either. Maybe next time.
Next, like fucking your boy Terrence Howard in Iron Man 1. Next time,
Next
baby.
time, baby. Yeah,
Although unfortunately he never got a next time, but
that's true.
oh
um,
well.
but yeah,
Uh
I'm sad for the people that I know they look forward to it all year long, and because it really is it's for the fans.
yeah.
All right, what is next?
Next up, apparently Uncharted 4 is coming to PC. Um so this is just another game in the many list of PlayStation games that have been coming over slowly to PC.
Hmm.
Uh so according to a presentation the Sony Corporation showed to investors, uh there was a slide uh that included more PC releases planned, which had Days Gone, which is already out,
Hmm.
and then included Uncharted 4, which originally released on the PS4 in May of 2016. So this is what, like a 5-year-old game at this point now that they're trying to bring
Yeah.
to the PC. Obviously, other games that they brought in are Horizon Zero Dawn, Death Stranding, in addition to Days Gone. So this will be interesting if they do end up bringing this one. Um, Particularly because like I feel like if you're gonna bring Uncharted 4, that's a little weird because then you don't have the trilogy along with it.
Hmm.
Like, how are you gonna start off at 4 and not play the other three? So that's kind of weird. Like, if you're gonna do it, then just bring the other ones too. But yeah. I don't believe you played these games, right?
No, I always kind of wanted to, but never
Yeah. So
did.
like, was this like if they were to bring it over to PC, is this something that you'd get and play or?
If they brought the entire series over, like the ones, twos, threes, and four,
Yeah.
um, then I would definitely check it out. Yeah, because it is one I've always wanted to kind of dip my toe in, but never have. I don't know why. It's not like I didn't want to. It's just just stars never aligned right for me to get to play those games. As weird as that is,
Gotcha.
like either I didn't have a PlayStation, and then like 1, 2, and 3 were already out, and then I think they had the remaster or something came
Yeah, they
along,
had
right?
the the
Or
remaster.
the upgraded versions or whatever.
Yeah.
It
So
just never aligned right.
they remastered the trilogy, and then yeah, they had the fourth one. Yeah, so I mean, I've played them all. I enjoy them. Uh, they're fun games. It's just funny how like the Uncharted series was inspired by like Tomb Raider, and then the
Mhm.
newer Tomb Raider games like took inspiration from the Uncharted games. You know, it's funny,
Mhm.
but it all comes full circle. But um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. It's again, it's kind of weird if they just bring the fourth one and not the other three.
Yeah.
But this is still just I guess a rumor for now. Like it hasn't been officially confirmed or anything. So we shall see. But I mean, it probably will end up happening. I guess it would make sense for them to bring it over. I guess. But yeah, interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Like I said, I've already played them, so I mean, I can recommend all of the Uncharted games. Um, some I like more than others, but they're all. I still think they're all good. Like they're all fun games, and they got cool characters. And I'm curious what you would think of the Sully character, man, because he's great. But anyway, next up, speaking of Sony, let's talk about the PlayStation Plus games of the month for this month. So if you have a PlayStation 4 or a 5 and you have PlayStation Plus, which I'm sure you do because you can't play anything online without it, uh here are your games of the month. So for PlayStation 5, they're giving away Operation Tango. And for the PS4, they are giving away Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown and Star Wars Squadrons. So out of these three, I can only speak on Squadrons because it's the only one that I've played and the only one that I own. And that's a fun game. So I bought it when it first came out. I mean, actually, I pre-ordered that game, so I actually paid for that one. I think it is 100% worth getting it if it's free. Like, you'd be a
Mhm.
fool not to get it if it's since it's gonna be free. So definitely get that because it is a fun time. Star Wars Squadrons. Just keep in mind though that is a flight sim. So if you're not used to those, or maybe they're not necessarily not your favorites, I would, have some patience with it because it is a fun game once you get the hang of it. But yeah, again, that's the only one of the three I can speak on. I'm usually not huge into fighting games, so Virtual Fighter 5 is not something that I would gravitate towards. And
Same.
then Operation Tango seems like something that I might have played before. I think that's kind of if I'm not mistaken, that's like an XCOM kind of game maybe.
I have no
Um,
clue.
but but I'm not sure. I might be wrong. But anyway, that's the PS5 one though. I think I'm wrong. I don't think that's XCOM kind of game. I'm thinking of another game then. Never mind. I was thinking of something else that kind of reminds me of that. That's similar.
God, that was so
But
long.
anyway, those are your three games for the month. So there's your PlayStation Plus news. Uh Next up, we're gonna be talking about how they showed us finally gameplay of Horizon Forbidden West running on the PS5. Now, I love Horizon Zero Dawn. It was my game of the year for 2017. I think that is one of the greatest PS4 games. It's you know probably one of my favorite games of all time, but I really enjoyed it. But they have this like 15-minute thing here, so obviously you're not gonna watch the whole thing. If Josh, if you want to start at like 114, maybe that's where like the gameplay stuff starts.
Gotcha.
Um, so we
So I
have
didn't I
Aloy.
didn't I didn't watch this when they showed it because I was a little
Spoil
worried about being spoilers. Yeah.
spoilers, yeah.
So
Now,
um
I don't think there's spoilers on here. They basically like play through like a mission of the game, right?
gotcha.
Where like they show off some of the new enemy types and stuff. I mean, if you like, if you don't want to watch the story stuff, skip it to
It's fine. It's fine. The biggest reason for people listening at home is I haven't played all of this through. I had started to play
yeah.
through, and
You,
then what was it something had happened and I had to stop.
I don't know, but
Um,
I think that game you got to get back to, man. That's a good.
and
That's a
I'm
good ass game.
definitely going to. I'm definitely going to come back to it.
Skip to
Um,
3 minutes.
yeah.
So you can watch like some of the scenery and because we're
There
not
we
gonna
go.
watch the whole thing, so
Yeah, definitely.
a big
Um,
video. So yeah, I mean, look at the scenery and the just
the her
the
fucking
the
hair
lo-
is crazy to me.
the location and everything. It's such a pretty looking fucking game, man.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, her hair just flowing in the breeze and stuff is great. They got these like
Fucking
little the
raptor,
little like
raptor
raptor
aliens,
bros.
robots.
Yeah, got these dudes riding them.
Got chainsaw jaws.
Chainsaw jaws.
This is the art game Jake wants right here. You
Yeah,
get to ride these
where's
thing in the
where's your boy Vin Diesel at, man? Because
right?
he's gonna be in the second one. I wonder if we'll
Uh,
get more information on that during all the summer game stuff coming up. Like E3 and all this other shit coming
I
up.
probably.
Which, by the way, we're in June now, so all this summer game stuff it's coming up, man. Get ready, everybody. We're gonna be talking a lot about that shit for sure.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Yeah, no, this game looks incredible though.
it looks very pretty. Yeah.
I was watching the live stream when it happened, and yeah, man, I just it looks so good.
Look at that water. That water's so pretty.
Yeah, right. Look, I mean, just everything in this game so far, at least in this area of the map or the world or whatever you want to call it, looks incredible. Going in for a dive. Yeah, the water though. Look at that, man. When she like jumps and watch when she jumps into the water right here. You'll see what I mean.
Woo! Oh man,
Look at that, dude. And then she
I
goes
didn't know there was
underwater.
this much blue in the whole universe.
Yeah, watch when she goes underwater though. Man, that is very pretty looking. Yeah, I mean, so far this game just is beautiful. Like so beautiful. Like look at all of that.
Hell yeah! No,
All
I'm
the
excited for
fish
this,
and
and I'm excited to play the first one.
yeah, you got to
And
finish that first one, man. Then did you ever finish Spider-Man?
now I got to finish Spider-Man 2, but
Oh, dude, you got to finish both of them, man.
hey, I got a lot of things to do right now. Uh, but it will get done. That is a promise. Um,
Oh, Loki, don't even get me started on that.
Loki, Loki, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about the positives of the beautiful game, not the morons on Twitter that want to be morons. Um, oh man, look at all the little fishies.
All the little fishies. It's your boy from the first game, which I'm not sure if you've met this guy yet. I don't know how far you got into the game, Josh.
Um,
But he's the Mohawk dude. Does that ring a bell?
you know my memory. I have to see him. I haven't seen him yet.
He's got like he's got a very particular
Yes, 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 yes,
style
yes.
of
I've met
face.
this
There he
guy.
is. Okay, I was like, I don't know if you met this guy yet or not, but yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy.
I've seen him. I've seen him. Yeah.
So somehow, apparently, this dude got captured. So yeah, he's got a very particular style of hair, facial hair,
Oh
and
man, I want that thing to ride in battle.
the
Holy
fucking
shit!
looking like an Alu font from Lord of the Rings and shit.
Right? Oh god,
Yeah,
thought he was gonna get stepped on.
I don't think they show his death on a fucking gameplay reveal. That would suck, dude. Oh, your homie's gonna get stomped on by a fucking mechanical robotic elephant. Like, bye.
That looks cool.
If we skip it up ahead, he starts fighting, and you can see the combat.
Stealthy,
just
stealthy. Oh, goddamn, son. Get fucked.
just whooping ass. Yeah, I even in the first game I enjoyed the combat, so it still looks fun in this one. Um
Oh, damn.
the the fact that she could like while this dude is swinging and her to do all like there's a particular thing she does here in a little bit where like dude starts swinging and then she like stops him in the middle of it like this
Damn.
right here. Like this dude was already swinging and she still managed to do all that in the meantime. Like what the hell, Aloy?
Damn, he did.
Oh, he's very dead. Duh, duh,
We,
duh,
we
duh.
we say this about everything, but tabletop RPG in this world. Let's go.
It would be cool. It would be cool. I mean, we do say that a lot about a lot of things, but I mean, it's true. There's a lot of like I've been going through Mass Effect recently, obviously, as you guys know, because I've been talking about it and all that stuff. But man, what a fun RPG game we would have in the Mass Effect universe.
Mm-hmm.
That
In
is
the
one like
tabletops.
that is one for like prime for that, dude. That'd be so much fun. Especially
Mm-hmm.
since I'm like learning things now, like Quarians and Asari, and
Yeah, you did. You did.
I'm learning everything now,
You did Tali's loyalty mission, right? You got to go to
I
the
did. Yeah, I got the
the
flotilla,
flotilla.
with the yeah, exactly. With the fleet and everybody and learning all the sayings and the admiral, just looking at the admirals and stuff. It's cool because I mean
Keyless ally.
before playing the games, I'm like I don't know what that alien is, but I know what it is, but I don't know what the hell they're called.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy.
Yeah,
Um.
Vas Normandy, yeah, that was funny. Uh but no, yeah, it's yeah, so that anyway, that would be the Mass Effect universe would be a fun one to do an RPG in someday.
Look at this fucking raptor thing, man. Ride that in the
Yeah.
battle. Fucking shit. Oh damn. She's hacking it. She's riding it in
Cheers.
the battle. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
wait till you skip it up wait till you like yeah, like skip it up a little bit cuz just you'll see what I mean. If you go to like the like 10:45 mark.
Yeah, I'm right here. Oh my god. It's the elephant again.
Yep.
It's a
It is the elephant.
boss monster.
It is indeed. That thing is huge, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's so cool looking though. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
one thing about this universe, like this game that I think is pretty dope. Like having all these like mechanical dinosaurs and shit. Like
Yeah, like
and like
the
these.
post-apocalypse future tech dinosaur shit's really neat. I like it.
Mhm. I dig it as well.
Fucking shoots laser beams.
Yeah, sharks with freaking laser beams.
Elephants with freaking laser beams. Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, so the combat looks fun. The game is beautiful, and again, this is all running on the PS5. Uh, they just revealed this like I want to say like several days ago, like last Thursday or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I still remember when they showed the first game off, man, and it looked fucking good too, and like the music and everything, it just made you want to. Oh my god, she's got a gun. Um,
she's got a gun.
she's got a gun. Oh fuck. Oh man, those dudes got fucked up. Um.
I mean, you can't just get in the way like that.
Mm-hmm.
You done messed up, friend. You done messed up.
This is
Yeah.
cool. This is exciting.
Doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even have a PS5, but I'm excited for this.
I dig a little glider pair of shoot thing. Do some Legolas shit, right? Just hop up on the tusk.
Yeah, man. That'd be dope if you could do something like that. I would do it like almost every time. That's how I'd take those things down.
She
Legolas.
won. And she did it.
Hell yeah, man. That's how you take out a big, gigantic, robotic elephant thing. Pop, 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 pop. And you say bye bye to that thing. But that's basically the gist of this
Mm-hmm.
of this thing. Obviously after they show the gameplay here, they'll talk more about some other stuff. But I mean, if you want to listen to that, you should really go and watch this video. It's like a
Yeah,
20-minute. It's like a 20-minute video. So there's like talk before, then they show gameplay, like the 15 minutes of gameplay, then they talk a little bit more after. So definitely go and
that's
look
pretty
at that
cool.
for yourselves because it's a good one. I watched the live stream when it happened, and yeah, it was really really great. Um, yeah,
Looking forward to that. That looks great.
absolutely, man. Can't wait for that one. Uh,
Hopefully, we can get our hands on PS5s by
yeah, right. Oof.
then.
So the last thing that I have on here is a Kickstarter
Oh yeah.
for this this little board game or little game for this little property you may have known called The Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Witcher Old World. It's an action-packed adventure board game full of immersive choices and excitingly fresh mechanics. So again, this is on Kickstarter right now. You can still go back it up if you want. There's 10 days to go at the time of this recording. Uh, there's many backers and it's been overfunded out the ass. So I mean, there's no problem for this thing, you know, happening. But if you still want to go fund it and or be a part of it, you still can. Um, and here's a little video about what's going on because we like to talk about Kickstarters here from time to time. And who doesn't like The Witcher? So here you go. Minis look cool, right?
Yeah. Um, I love little board games like this, but I never get to play them because there's nobody like around me that plays board games, and the comic shop until recently was closed down. So
Until recently.
they're coming back this month sometime.
So this is a 1 to 5 player game, 90 to 150 minutes long, and the age range is suggested is 14 and up.
So you can play this solo if you wanted to.
Yeah,
That's cool.
they have a bunch of Witchers, with Geralt and the rest of the gang. Like, who's this guy? Kyler. Um, they got monsters. They got the Leshen. They got the Griffin, which is only available apparently in the deluxe pledge. So, and so is the Leshen. So if you want to get those, then some of these are only exclusives. I'm not gonna say the name of this monster because it can sound like something else. There's the Wyvern. You know which one I'm talking about, right? The
um.
one that starts with an N.
Oh yeah.
Those little bastards from the Witcher games that we kill. They have a nest you can go to and kill them. Yeah, I'm not gonna. If you
Yeah.
if you played The Witcher, you know The Witcher. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck those. Why'd they have to name them that, dude? That
The water
is.
things.
Uh,
Right, I mean,
God.
fuck.
They got the nasty little spider bros. They got a werewolf. Dude, a lot of these are only available if you pledge to the deluxe, man. That's kind of unfortunate, but they're really cool looking, the minis. Oh man, the Bruxa looks cool.
Yeah,
Harpy.
that's cool, man. Well, look at this Kickstarter project here. What we got here? How much money
Yes,
have they actually raised?
a lot.
Holy shit, that's a lot of money.
Yep, a lot. That's why I went earlier when I was like, don't worry about it not getting made because it's happening.
People love The
They've
Witcher, man.
they funded the shit out of that. They funded the shit out of this. So yeah, I mean there is no cause of concern for this one. This is happening. It's just yeah. Yeah. It looks cool though. I mean, again,
Become
like I don't
richer.
really play board games either, but it's really this is really I always think stuff like this is awesome though. Even though I don't really play these kinds of games, but
The estimated delivery
like
on
the
this would be like June of next year, by the way. So it'd be like a year out from now.
so you gotta yeah, you just gotta wait a year. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I've seen other Kickstarters you have to wait like forever.
Mm-hmm.
A year in comparison is not that bad. But there it is.
That's cool.
Cool little Kickstarter for The Witcher if you're interested.
The
Just
Witcher
Google it or
Old
whatever, and I'm sure
World.
you'll find it. It's called The Witcher Old World. Anyway, that is gonna do it for our gaming news, unless Josh has anything else here for us. So
Let's look really quick. Just the quick, just to see if anything dropped within the last hot minute. Um, uh, did you see where the? I'm just gonna bring. It's not really news, but I did find it interesting. Did you see where that ROM guy, that guy that owned like a site that hosted ROMs, Nintendo ROMs, fought Nintendo in court and he lost, and
I
they're gonna make like $2 million, make him pay.
I heard about that, but yeah, that's an oof,
It's
man.
that's big roof, big oof.
Sucks to be that guy, man. I don't know why you would take on that battle, but I mean, hey.
Not only that, he defended himself in court, which is like, bro, get a lawyer, and like that's what that's your
Okay,
whole
I
job.
didn't know about that. Fucking that dude. Wow.
Yeah, not
I
really news, but
mean,
something I found interesting nonetheless.
like what'd you expect, my guy?
Mm,
Oh,
bankruptcy is what he expected because of that.
poor bastard.
Lord.
Oh man. Well,
Um, what else do we have here?
I can't. Dude, come on, man.
I fought the
I,
law,
I feel
and
I
the
feel
law
bad laughing
won.
at the dude because he's gotta pay for it. But what are you doing, man? Why would you
Uh,
think that's a good idea?
it's a horrible idea. It's Nintendo, bro. They got all the money in the world.
Yeah, Nintendo is fucking stingy with their shit too, bro. Like you can't,
Mm.
which is fair because it's their
Look,
shit.
man,
But like,
they never go on sale. Look, it took me
I know I
a
was just
couple
gonna say
years to
that
get this
they
fucking
they
thing.
literally don't even put shit on sale. Like, what makes you think you can just fucking ROM that shit and get away with it?
Mm-hmm. Look, man, took me years to get the Zelda game. Okay, had to wait.
Yeah,
It's
which
still $40.
yeah, it'll be fun to have Josh play that, and then we're probably gonna talk about some Zelda on the show at some point
Uh huh.
after
It
he
doesn't look like
plays
there's
it.
anything, by the way, Daniel. So if we want to move on to the next news, we surely can.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and do that then.
First up, we have
First off, we have a
Cobra
Cobra Kai
Kai,
season 4
baby.
trailer,
Yeah.
and it's an oh look at that, he's wearing the Cobra Kai shirt.
Damn right.
So this is a very short teaser here. The only purpose of this is to hype you up for a character that is returning,
Yep.
and that
Man
is
can't stand. He can't fight.
somebody that people have been waiting for a long time.
The ponytail.
Look at that fucking ponytail.
Now the real pain begins. Cobra Kai.
It's your boy Terry
Terry
Silver coming
Silver.
back for season 4.
Bro, I love this show. And I love that they bring people back
I love
and
the
give
show
them.
too, man. It's incredible.
It's great. It is. The real pain has only just begun. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be hype. And we'll probably
Yes.
get it this year, at the end of this year, I think. Right? I think that's what they've said.
Really? We got season 3 like in January this year. You think we're
Yeah,
gonna get
that's
it?
because season 3 had already been made and they've just been holding on to it for a while. I think we're gonna get season 4 at the end of this year.
That's crazy. I mean, if we do, I'm all for it. Two seasons in 1 year. That's kind of nuts if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, it's because YouTube had already had it made. What Netflix showed was what YouTube had, so um it's it'll either be at the end of this year or at the very start of the next one for sure.
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be next year. But I mean, I listen, man. If it's this year, I'll take it. I
Here's an article by Deadline that says The Witcher, You, and Cobra Kai will return to Netflix in quarter 4 of 2021. So it could
oh
be,
wow. So yeah, maybe late this year. Shit.
yeah.
Well, bring it
Um,
on, baby, because I'm
yeah,
always down for some more Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, Witcher, all that shit.
Never
Let's do
die,
it.
bro. And the way they left it off in that third season, I'm not gonna say any spoilers or anything, but woo, I'm hype.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
No mercy.
All
Ah,
right,
yeah, Cobra Kai is great. If you haven't watched it, go fucking watch it. It's so good.
it's all on Netflix.
Yep, it is all on Netflix. You can watch all three of the current seasons. Anyway, next piece of news we have here is that the Game of Thrones, Jesus, The Last of Us. I said Game of Thrones because The Last of Us a game star. So
Yeah,
this lady whose name is Merle Dandridge, voiced Marlene in the 2013 game and Last of Us 2, will be reprising her role as the same character in the show. So I feel like this is one of the few
that's cool.
times where they have a character who voices or an actor who voices the character in either a show or the game or whatever, and then bring them on for live action. Like that doesn't happen too often.
Yeah.
Like the only other instance I can think of off the top of my head is like what's her name? Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan, you know?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause she was Bo-Katan in the animated Star Wars stuff, and then she can, obviously was her in The Mandalorian. If you haven't seen Mandalorian, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Uh
I'll tell
you
you. I know what to tell you. Get the fuck out of here and go watch it if you haven't seen it.
I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
seriously, like you've had plenty of time if you haven't. But anyway, yeah, I'm so this is cool. In that regard, I think this is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Um
cool.
so that is dope that they're bringing her back for the live action. Um
The cast on this show is crazy good.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to be curious to see how they go about that, cuz obviously it's going to be different than the game and whatnot, but yeah. So anyway, this woman does a lot of game voiceovers, by the way. She does
Oh
a lot of
shit.
video game work. She's
Have a
been in
look see.
she's been in Half-Life 2, Last of Us, obviously. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Those are some of her more like recognizable. So I
Oh
haven't,
yeah, she's Alex in fucking Half Life.
yeah. So I haven't played Half-Life, but she's Alex Vance. If that rings a bell to anyone who's played that game. But anyway, yeah. So cool. They're bringing her for Last of Us, the live action HBO series. I think Marlene. Well, never mind. I shouldn't say anything about Marlene because I don't want to say any spoilers or anything for those who haven't played the game or
Gotcha.
planning to and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, cool stuff. More casting news for the Last of Us there.
Hell yeah.
Uh, Marvel Studios has officially confirmed Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight because they tweeted out an image stating "We are Moon Knight," and then with Oscar Isaac's face on it, and there's a bunch of Moon Knight images in the back of him. I can't wait for this. I think out of all the like upcoming shows that we're getting on Disney Plus, I think this is the one I'm looking forward to the most
Yeah.
because to me, Moon Knight is like a crazy version of Batman that's in Marvel. So that's kind of how I would describe him. I mean, there's more to it than that, but like for the most part, um, yeah, I'm looking forward to that a lot. And then the second one I'm looking forward to is probably She-Hulk, just because I'm super hype about who they cast for her.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tatiana Maslany, she's incredible. But anyway, yeah, Moon Knight, I'm hyped, dude. Oscar Isaac, is gonna be him. I think this is gonna be coming out next year, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we can move on from that. It's just official confirmation. I mean, we've talked about it, but we talked about Oscar Isaac being him before, but this is the official confirmation now because they tweeted out and he's there and all that good stuff. So let's talk about speaking of Disney and Marvel and all that. Let's talk about all the stuff that's coming to Disney Plus in the month of June 2021. Now we're not going to talk about everything because there's a list of stuff here, and if you want to go check it out, you should go check it out about things that are going to be added to the streaming service this month. But what I'm going to do is Josh is going to open the list. I have it open. We are going to skim through this list, and we're going to talk about the ones that we are excited about or looking forward to, or that we like. All right, so
Hmm.
they're gonna add so on June or on the 4th, which is this Friday, they're adding Raya and the Last Dragon, which if
My
you
patience is paid off. I haven't seen it yet.
well, there you go. So you can finally watch it now because for those
No,
of you who
I
remember,
can.
they added this movie, but it was like Mulan. It was like the $30 premium, right, for early access. So until now, if you didn't do that, you couldn't watch it. So now Josh's patience, like Josh said, his patience has been rewarded because now he can watch it on the 4th on Friday. That is a good movie, dude. I actually like legit like that's probably one of my favorite like animated Disney movies now. Like it's that good in my opinion. So
Hmm.
you need to check that out and then let me know what you think, or we can talk about it here on the show because I really really like that movie. Like I think it's fucking cool, man. So I'm very curious what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I
So yeah,
really wanted
that
to see it, but I just missed it that night you guys watched it.
yeah no definitely check that out when it comes out on Friday or watch it during the weekend or whenever you have time because it's really good. Anyway. So the 4th, Bad Batch, obviously I'll be watching that.
Hmm.
Marvel Studios Legends, they'll be putting up some stuff from Loki and the Tesseract, which is gonna get us uh prepped for the first episode of Loki. On the 4th, I don't really care about anything else there.
Oh, you
X-Men
mean Ice
Origins
Age doesn't get to you, bro? You don't want to watch Ice
Da-
Age, Dawn of the
Ice Age
Dinosaurs? Like,
Dawn
come
of the
on.
Dinosaurs, nah.
Oh man.
And then the X-Men Origins Wolverine, I that is the one where they like fucked up Deadpool, so no thank you. Um Yeah, so June 9th, Loki, first episode.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
that's gonna be good.
Yes.
That's coming up, man. That is in a week from now,
I
basically.
can't
So
wait. Excited for
uh
that.
this is also gonna be the first time where we have two Disney Plus shows going on at the same time because we'll have Loki and Bad Batch. So that'll be interesting. Which by the way, Loki will be dropping on Wednesdays. And then we'll have Bad Batch on Fridays. So we'll have 2 days of the week that we'll have Disney Plus stuff. That's exciting, dude. That is actually very hype because I've been wanting, as fun as it is waiting every Friday for stuff. I'm like, man, I wish we had more things to watch. So
Hmm.
like throughout the week. So yeah, I'm excited. We'll have Loki and we'll have Bad Batch. So that's cool. Okay, what else? June 11th, the next episode of Bad Batch. Excited for. Wait, 11th? Wait, hold up. 4th. Okay, yeah, okay. 4th. No, I'm tripping. Never mind. 4th, 11th. I don't see anything else on the 11th besides Bad Batch.
Yeah.
June 16th, Loki. June 18th, Luca. Is that the Pixar movie? Is that being
Yeah.
added on the 18th?
I guess.
Oh, dude. Well, I didn't even know. I okay. Well, I'll be checking that out because Pixar. I love Pixar. So the 18th of June, definitely be checking that out. That also another Bad Batch episode. So I'll be checking out Bad Batch and Luca probably that night. June 23rd, Loki. Okay. June 25th. What do we have
What's
here?
Wolfgang?
Yeah, I don't. Most of the stuff here, I just don't really like. I'm not particularly like
Oh,
excited for, other than Bad
an
Batch and
intimate
Loki.
portrait
Really?
of the life of the work of the original celebrity chef, Wolfgang Puck. Okay, not interesting to me.
Oh, you're looking at Wolfgang?
Oh yeah, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if
Yeah,
that's what it
that's
was about
yeah,
or.
it's the Wolfgang Puck thing. I knew about that.
Gotcha.
I just yeah, a lot of the stuff here besides Loki and Loki, Luca, and Bad Batch. I'm just like that's what I'm looking forward to. So
Yeah,
anyway,
not
Josh
not much
Josh has
on
a list
here.
for you guys on there on stream. So there you go. That's all that's coming this month. Speaking of all that's coming this month, we talked about the Disney Plus stuff, but there's also the Netflix one. So we're gonna do the same thing. So Josh will go over to that one. And again, we'll talk about the things that we are interested in, and we won't talk about the stuff we're not. So that'll make things easier for everybody. Here we go. June 1st. So today they added all of this stuff here. Now I'm looking through it. Million Dollar Baby's a good movie, so that's good. You guys should check that out if you haven't seen it.
Hmm.
Because they added that on Netflix today. So check that out. It's a good one. The
Ninja
Adventures of
Assassin is a good
Sonic the
action movie. If you haven't
Hedgehog.
seen it.
What? What the heck? Ninja I haven't seen Ninja Assassin. Maybe I'll check that out at
Oh,
some point.
that's a good little action flick, dude. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. 2009? Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
Hmm.
Seven South in the Skull Castle. I don't even know what that is. What movie else we have here? Yeah, I don't know about some of these other ones. Bad Teacher, American Outlaws. The Big Lebowski. That's on there.
American Outlaws is where who is it?
2001. That's a 20-year-old thing there.
It's a western that's like got Colin Farrell as Jesse James in it, and it's weird. It's a little weird. It's kind of like if you're bored and want to watch something that's got like a comedy vibe, action movie to it. I guess I don't know. It's not gonna win any awards, but it's okay if there's nothing else on.
Yeah, so on the first, I don't really see anything for me. The second, nothing particularly either.
Mm-mm.
On the third, nothing.
Sailor Moon Eternal the movie.
It's crazy how they're adding all this stuff, and I'm just like, man, I don't particularly necessarily care for any of this. Sweet Tooth, Kitty Love, an homage to cats. On the ninth, Awake, Fresh Fried and Crispy. Oh, dude, Fresh Fried and Crispy, bro. I'm watching that.
Yeah,
Season one.
bring on the food.
Yeah, the food talk. What else we got here? Lupin,
What is
Skater
Wish
Girl,
Strike?
Wish Dragon, Elite Short
Oh,
Stories,
that's an animated movie.
Power Rangers Dino Fury on the 15th.
Oh shit.
Oh
Morphin' time.
man, June 16, Lowriders. Only the down ass fools are gonna watch that one, eh? Orale.
Penguin Town.
Penguin Town. That's cool. Penguin Town. I did see the trailer of that. The Gift, Silver Linings Playbook. What else we got here? June 18th. Fatherhood, June 19th, June 23rd. Godzilla, Singular Point, Season 1,
Yeah,
June
so the
23rd. I'll probably check that out, maybe. Wonder Boy, Killing Them Softly. The Seven Deadly Sins, Season 5. America, the motion picture on June 30th. Just right before the 4th of July, I believe. Nah, I don't really, yeah, I don't know, man. Nothing this month on Netflix really is like, man, I need to watch that.
I like uh I like Killing Them Softly, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot, not really for me. It's gonna be a
Well,
slow Netflix
yeah.
month for me, I guess. Apparently.
Well, there you go, friends. There's your Netflix and Disney Plus update for the month of June 2021. Last piece of news I have here um is Christopher McDonald is joining Marvel's Secret Invasion. So a plus one to the ever expanding list of great talent that is being added to this damn show.
Hmm.
So again, we know that Sam Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn are in this, and Olivia Colman and Amelia Clark, Kingsley Benadir. There's so many. They're just adding so many people to this. I don't believe they're saying who he will portray, but apparently it is a newly created character that could cross over to the larger MCU, including appearing in movies and other Disney Plus limited series. So that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, they keep expanding that cast, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that'll do it for our TV
Television.
news. Yeah,
All right. Moving on to the movie news.
indeed. So we got a few things here. The first of which kind of was a little weird when I first heard it, but Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to star in Sony's Craven the Hunter movie. The actor has signed a multi-picture deal to play the classic comic character, with his first film hitting theaters in January 2023. Um, Directed by J.C. Chandor, the film is a new entry in the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters. Um, Apparently, he wowed Sony executives with his performance in Bullet Train, which is a upcoming Brad Pitt film directed by David Leitch, and the studio was eager to lock him down for more. Obviously, he this is not the first time he's been in comic book movies. He's been in he was Kick Ass. He was Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, and then most recently was not a comic book movie, but he was in Tenet, which I still haven't seen, but
I haven't either.
he's in that apparently. But yeah, how do we feel about fucking Kick Ass slash Quicksilver, aka Aaron Taylor Johnson, being Craven the Hunter? Because let me tell you, this gentleman here is not somebody that I would have ever even thought of for Craven the
Same.
Hunter. Like when I think Craven the Hunter, I think of an older kind of dude. So I wouldn't have gone after Aaron Taylor Johnson, but So I don't know how to feel about this one. I mean, to me, it's gonna be one of those things where because he's only 30 years old, right? Like he's not of like he's like he's his birthday is coming up. He's gonna be 31 on the 13th of this month. So in like 2 weeks or a little less than 2 weeks, this man will be 31. And I just that picture you have up there, that's kind of what I think of
The same.
when I imagine Craven the Hunter. So when they said, "Oh, you're gonna have Aaron Taylor Johnson," I'm like, "What?" That don't get me wrong, he'll probably pull it off, and they'll the makeup and everything and costuming, and they'll make him look like him probably. But just like when I'm thinking of like actors for this role, he's just not somebody I would have thought of.
Yeah.
Uh,
I,
so yeah, I don't know.
I,
I'll have to wait and see for me personally.
I expected somebody a little older, a little bit more grizzled, but well, it's I just always think of the because that's where I was introduced to Craven for the first time was the
The
animated
animated
series. So
series, yeah,
whenever I picture
same.
him, like
Yeah, that's what I think of
that's
too,
kind of what
man.
I
So
think of.
I'm with you 100% on that one, man.
So
Yeah, it's yeah. So yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson is not who I would have imagined, but hey, man. I'm sure it'll work out just fine. I mean, there's
they
been
seem to
other
love him. So
yes. I
yeah.
mean, he wowed them apparently with his performance in that one movie. But yeah, we'll, we'll wait and see, man. We'll see the images and the trailers and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
all right. Next up, we have a trailer here.
Well, yeah, the Tomorrow War.
The Tomorrow War. So
I will
this
drop this in
I've
the chat.
heard of, but I don't know a whole lot about it.
So I
So
before we
Chris
play this
Pratt
trailer,
is in it.
I'll read it to you. The little description they have here. It says,
Okay.
"In the Tomorrow War, the world is stunned when a group of time travelers arrive from the year 2051 to deliver an urgent message. 30 years in the future, mankind is losing a global war against a deadly alien species. The only hope for survival is for soldiers and civilians from the present to be transported to the future and join the fight. Among those recruited is a high school teacher and family man named Forrester, played by Chris Pratt. Determined to save the world for his young daughter, Dan teams up with a brilliant scientist, Ivan Shavatsky, and his estranged father, J.K. Simmons, in a desperate quest to rewrite the fate of the planet. So Miranda's in this movie, Daniel. um, I've watched this trailer already, and
I have
oh,
not, so let's
also
go. Go ahead.
the Betty Gilpin from fucking
Oh, is she in this?
is in. I think she plays the
Oh yeah, look
wife.
at her. She's right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just saw her sitting next to Chris Pratt. I like Betty Gilpin.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is my first time watching this. I have no idea. Before Josh read that, I had no idea what the hell this movie was about.
Yeah. Um, it makes me think of that Tom Cruise movie, Live, Die, Repeat, or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Um,
dude, is it weird that every time I see J.K. Simmons, like before, I would always think of him as J. Jonah Jameson, but now
mhm.
I just think of fucking Omni Man, dude, from
Same.
Invincible.
No, it's not weird because I do the same thing. Like,
I'm like, I just fucking Mark, and he's gonna go fucking rip somebody's throat out or some shit.
yep. I don't know. This just was like a fun action movie to me. With like an
So
interesting
apparently it's
premise.
gonna be premiering on Amazon Video on July 2nd. So next month.
So got you a Fourth of July movie to watch.
America.
Of course, I always watch Independence Day on the Fourth of July. You know, that dude with the really into the doing the salutes.
Well, all I know is that Chris Pratt's character has to be cool because his name is Dan. So I mean, I'm on board already.
Hashtag Dan Clan. Uh, yeah, they show kind of the aliens, and it makes me think of the ones from Live, Die, Repeat, or The Edge of Tomorrow, or whatever the fuck it's called.
It's both. I mean, they call it both.
Yeah,
Alien.
it makes noises like the Predator though.
Yeah, it kind of does. That is a weird looking alien there. Well,
It's a nice second.
we'll check that out. We'll see how we'll see what's up with that. But there's a trailer. That was my first time watching it. So interesting, interesting.
Ooh, we have another
We have
trailer.
another trailer. We have the second official trailer for the Jungle Cruise with your boy Dwayne the Boulder Johnson, and cause he ain't a rock no more. That motherfucker's huge. Dwayne the Boulder Johnson and fucking
Wow.
Emily Blunt. Yeah, she kicks homie in the nuts and punches
She
the Rock in the
fuck in
face.
the face.
Uh, so this is cool, man. I actually am looking forward to this. Um, I'll tell you what this reminds me of after it's over,
Okay.
because I get strong vibes of two particular movies combined together. I'm curious what you'll think, but it reminds me of something. I do like Emily Blunt, and then The
Yeah.
Rock is usually pretty good in these types of movies. So, they got CCR playing in the background too. Come on,
Oh
look at that. You
boy.
got fucking. This looks like it's gonna be fun, man. I don't know about you. I don't know what you think, but
Yeah. No, it looks fun.
yeah,
From Disney.
yeah. From Disney, Dwayne Johnson.
The bad guys they keep showing makes me think of fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
So
Oh, what the fuck?
it's your boy Meth Damon
Oh
being
god.
being a German gunner or some shit.
uh,
So okay, you know what this movie reminds me of? I said it reminded me of two movies combined. Remember?
mhm.
This reminds me if you combined Pirates of the Caribbean and The Mummy together.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this reminds me of. If you
Yeah.
put those two together and you Disneyified it and like that's what this movie is to me. Well, I guess Pirates of the Caribbean is a Disney movie, so But anyway, yeah, The Mummy and Pirates, those two combined is what I think of when I see this, and
Yeah,
I'm
the
all
the
for it.
monsters they kept showing made me think of uh the crew, the monster crew from fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I'm about it. Which, by the way, this will be on. It'll be in theaters, of course, but it'll be on Premiere Access on Disney Plus for July 30th. As always, there is an additional fee required, just like Mulan and Raya. But this looks fun. I'm all for it. So good stuff. Um, we have two other final pieces here, so we can wrap up the news here real quick. Joker 2 is reportedly being written by the original movie's director, so Todd Phillips, who directed and co-wrote the original movie, will return to co-write the sequel for Warner Brothers. Now, this hasn't been confirmed either, but it's rumored that he will return for the second movie,
Yeah.
which I think Joaquin Phoenix said he was down to return as well, as long as things were. I guess if Todd was coming back as well, and things were good for it. Which I love the first Joker movie. I thought it was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
So as long as if they can keep it at that level, then do a second one. If not, then maybe don't. But yeah, I mean, I'm for it if they can do it right.
For sure.
All right.
And the last thing we have, I threw in here because I just saw it like right before the show went live, which is Jamie Lee Curtis shared an image from the set of Borderlands, and I have the image here.
Hmm.
Um, and it's just like a little silhouette. Um, but here it is
Oh,
for
dude, that's
y'all.
that's that's like nothing, dude. Come on.
Yeah, like it's nothing. It's practically nothing, but it is something because it's there.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I mean, obviously, they're not gonna reveal the look of the movie. I still wonder if they're gonna keep the cell shaded look thing, or if they're just gonna go
I
like
have no fucking clue what they're
I
gonna
don't
do
know
with this
what they're
movie.
gonna do for this movie because the style of Borderlands is very stylized. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna keep the cell shaded look or if they're just gonna just gonna make it like a normal movie. But
Yeah, I have no clue. No
I'll
clue.
be intrigued to find out either way. I'm sure that
There's
they'll
there's so much going on with this movie. I
yeah
just want to see it. Like at this point, I just want to see it. Yeah, it's gonna be like
yeah.
like it's crazy. It's crazy to me.
All right. Well, that's our news for the day. We did the gaming news, the TV news, and the movie news. Talked about quite a bit.
That is the news, ladies and gentlemen, from across the past week.
Yeah,
Um, here on this Tuesday, because we didn't do a
indeed,
show
indeed.
yesterday. All
Um, Before we get started on the main topic, which we'll probably have a lot to talk about, I think we should take a quick break.
right, we're gonna take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. I'll put some music on for you, and we'll be right back.
BRB, fellers.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, we have returned from our break.
Hello.
You know,
How are you
yeah.
guys doing?
So
Everybody had a lovely break.
we're all here for some good old Star Wars talk, right? That's what we're gonna get into. The future of Star Wars. Um, there's a lot of exciting things coming.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was just putting up a little text thing for us. Boop. There we go. All right. Where do we want to start with this, Daniel? Because I don't know if we've ever
So
really done like a show where we focused 100% on the future of something before. So,
no,
um,
um, I know where we can start though.
Okay.
So you remember how um last was it last year or earlier this year or whenever Disney had their investor meeting thing,
Mm-hmm.
investor day, and they
Yeah.
announced a shit ton of new shows and stuff. Let's start off there.
Okay.
So I have an image for you that I will be posting in the chat. Click on that.
All right.
We'll
Let's
start
invest.
off there.
Aha! I
So
see.
this is where we're gonna start off. So we have uh not all these are Star Wars. Well, actually just one of them is not Star Wars, but the rest are. So we have The Mandalorian and so as you can all see from here, The Mandalorian and The Bad Batch are two shows that are currently in progress. So we're waiting on The Mandalorian season 3 and we are currently watching The Bad Batch. I don't know how many seasons The Bad Batch is going to be. It might just be the one season. Who knows? But that's currently in progress. Now, in the future, we have Star Wars Visions, Lando, The Acolyte, A Droid Story, Obi-Wan Kenobi series, Andor, Ahsoka, Rogue Squadron. Willow is the Willow show. That's not Star Wars. So disregard that one for this topic. Now, I didn't name Rangers of the New Republic because I have heard, or it's been rumored out there, that that show is like on hold or on pause, or they're not moving forward with it because apparently Cara Dune was supposed to be involved with that somehow in some way. So that has been put on a halt um until they can, I guess, figure out what to do with that. Or I think, in my opinion, what they need to do is just rework that without her. Like it's very possible. It's very possible to do that. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
um now, Josh,
Yes,
looking
sir.
at the list of all of these things here, all these, you know, images and whatnot, all these logos rather. Out of all these, is there one that you're excited for the most?
Um.
Like when you look at them all, you're like, that's the one I want to watch above all of them.
Honestly, after watching Top Gun, Rogue Squadron, it's kind of like I was thinking the other
So
night. I want that, but Star Wars. You know what I mean?
the interesting thing about Rogue Squadron is, while the rest of these are series, they're shows, Rogue Squadron is the first movie we're gonna have back.
Mm-hmm.
So Rogue Squadron is gonna be a film. For those of you who are unaware, is a film that is going to be directed by Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins, which I think is very exciting. If I'm not actually, yeah, she will be the first female movie director. We have we have women directors in The Mandalorian and Obi-Wan and the shows and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but she will be the first woman to direct a feature film. And it will be releasing in Christmas of 2023. Uh, so there's still, a couple years left before that. However, um, yeah, I'm excited for that. That is, yeah, Rogue Squadron. It's gonna be, I'll be, as you would assume, pilot based, and we're gonna, yeah. I mean, it'd be cool if they did kind of go with it like in a Top Gun kind of way, like that would be pretty dope. Lock
Yeah.
S falls in attack position.
When I said like Top Gun, like what I meant really is just like I just love dogfighting, and I love them in video games. I love it in movies. You know, that's why I like squadrons and stuff like that, and just like
Yeah,
badass pilots with badass call signs like fucking Viper, Maverick, Merlin, and Iceman. Like obviously, Star Wars doesn't really do the call signs that much, other than like the Rogue Five and Red Leader and all that stuff. But
yeah.
like um that excites me. What on here excites you, Daniel? What are you most
So for
interested.
me, if those of you who know, Obi-Wan is my favorite Star Wars character, so that one is probably at the top. But I love The Mandalorian, so I'm excited for season 3.
Absolutely.
And uh The Acolyte excites me because that is going to be the first TV series set in the High Republic era. So that is the first series that we're going to have in a completely different era that we're not used to. They will It's going to focus on the emergence of the dark side powers in the final days. And this is the key word too, in the final days of the High Republic era. So all those books, like that one book you were reading, I forget which one you had, but
Um,
the new high the the newer High Republic books that you had. Anyway,
yeah, if
but
I
the
had my
reason why I bring
tablet handy,
that
I could tell you.
the reason why I bring that up is because it'll be in that era, but this show will be in the final days of that era.
Yeah,
So that's exciting because
that's
this is just
cool.
going to be completely different than what we're used to, which I'm
Hmm.
excited for. And then the other one that I'm pretty damn hyped for is Visions because that's going to be a Star Wars anime, and they're all going to be different styles. So to me, that's pretty damn exciting.
I,
Although of course I'm going to watch all of them here. You know.
hmm I really like the stuff that's unknown. Like, look, I love the Mandalorian, obviously, and I can't wait for that to come back. And I'm excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi and and shows of that nature. That, but I already know I'm gonna love that. So I'm really excited to see like the stuff that I know almost nothing about at the moment, for the
No.
most part, which is like Rogue Squadron, uh, Acolyte, Visions. You know that those I'm really excited for, just because it's kind of unknown,
Yeah.
and I'm always looking forward to like the next thing, the next thing I'm gonna fall in love with. Um, my love for those other things will always be there too, as well. So I'm definitely excited for those shows as well. I'm excited for just about everything on this here list.
I would say so as well. Although, like I've been seeing images of Andor and stuff, and they're bringing back shore troopers and stuff. So I'm like, that's cool.
Shore troopers are cool, man.
They're really cool. But yeah, that's exciting. Ahsoka's cool because Ahsoka's a great character, and Rosario played a good Ahsoka. And that is going to be tied into the Mandalorian. So that's all. That one and Rangers of the New Republic were supposed to tie into Mando, but we'll see what happens with that, how they rearrange that and whatnot. Um, what else we got here? Yeah, I mean, Lando should be fun. I'm curious, if it'll be Donald Glover or if Billy D, if they bring them both back. Like my idea that would be cool is like, in Solo, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they're on Kessel and then Lando's on the Falcon while everybody else is trying to steal the coaxium.
Yep.
He's on his ship, and he has like a little like diary recorder type dealio.
Yeah.
So I think it would be cool if you have like old man Lando, aka Billy D, and you have him telling stories on his thing, and then you use Donald Glover Lando to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that would be cool if they did it that way, but I'm not really sure what they have planned for this. But I'm Lando's great, so definitely be checking that out. A Droid Story is the one that I'm kind of still like I'm not really sure what the hell that is. All I know is that it's a 3PO and R2 story. It is a animated television movie, so it's a TV animated movie
Cool.
coming to Disney Plus. But there's not a whole lot of information about it out there other than it'll introduce us to a new hero guided by 3PO and R2. Which is that kind of reminds me of the old Droids animated series. Did you ever watch that one or no? It was from like the
Uh,
80s.
no, I don't think I did.
I think they're going to be adding it soon to Disney Plus. And I think I want to do a rewatch of it because I haven't seen that and the Ewoks animated series in forever. And they're both from the 80s, like, before my time, of course, but Like I still watch them here and there because I had like the VHSs and shit.
Hmm.
But yeah, it makes me want to go back and rewatch those old shows. But anyway, yeah, Droid Story animated TV movie. Akalo we already talked about. Lando talked about a little bit as well. Um, Rogue Squadron also. That's the next movie we're getting. Um, what else we got here? Bad Batch again. We already have. Mandalorian. We already have.
Honestly, I'm pretty hyped for that Ahsoka show too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it as well. I thought I'm excited to see more Rosario as Ahsoka because I thought she killed it in that in the episode of Mando.
Hmm.
Like she was great. Um, it is a series that will culminate in a crossover with Mando and Rangers of the New Republic. But like I said, I don't know. Rangers of the New Republic sounds like it has some behind the scenes stuff going on.
Yeah, that's why I put a little mark over it right there, just so
Oh, I
like,
see. Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
maybe hopefully they'll rework it. I don't
Also,
necessarily want it
another
to go bye
thing
bye.
that we haven't talked about that's not on this image is the Book of Boba Fett,
Yeah, that's right. It's not
which
on here.
also will be a Mando connected thing. Which obviously we know that will have Tamura Morrison as Boba Fett and Ming Na Wen as Fennec Shand.
I'm
So
I'm in.
I'm excited for that. Especially, dude, he's fucking King Boba, dude. Like
Hmm.
it's like King Conan, but it's King Boba because he took over
Right,
Jabba's palace. Like that's exciting,
fucking
dude.
Prime Lord Boba Fett. I'm about it.
Yeah, man, that is very hype. But yeah, so that's what we have looking forward to. If I'm not forgetting anything else, that I think that's like the majority of the stuff coming out within the next few years. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Oh, I don't want to say excited because I'm more excited for some of these than others, but I'm really looking forward to some of these. I'll be watching them all though because I watch
Hmm.
everything Star Wars, so be watching every single one of them when they come out. No Book of Boba here in this image, unfortunately, but keep that in mind that that is also coming. That is the next one we're actually getting at the end of this year. Pretty sure
Yeah,
that will be
bro.
December.
How's it already June? It's crazy to
I
me.
know, I know. The year just flew by, man. Like it really did, or it has been flying by. Like, because yeah, last year didn't feel this quick, you know. But here we are now, halfway through the year. So yeah, we have all this to look forward to in the next few years in terms of the TV shows and movies. Um, Also not on here is the Taika Waititi movie, which he is working on. I'm excited for that. I like every Taika Waititi movie I've seen. I've enjoyed.
Hmm.
So
Me
I'm
too.
looking forward to whatever else or whatever he does with that. I'm sure it's going to be quite different than what we're used to for Star Wars. But I mean, again, I feel like I trust him enough to make something that will be good because I like all his movies. And then also we have the Kevin Feige Star Wars movie, which is not on here as well. Kevin Feige, obviously we know the mastermind supreme behind the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He is on board to you know have make a Star Wars movie. So I actually don't even know what the hell Kevin Feige's like Star Wars preferences are. Like is he an OT guy? Is he like like I don't know what kind of I mean he's I actually don't even know how old he is either, but like if like I don't know what he's thinking for, for like a Star Wars movie, which is uh just gonna be interesting to find out. So he's 47, so he was yeah, he's an OT guy.
Hmm.
Um Makes sense. But yeah, I don't know what he has in mind for his movie. Like I would love if we could move away from again the stuff that we already kind of know and have. Like I would like to see stuff um like in terms of by stuff I mean like movies and shows and games and like just I would like to see future material take place in spaces in the timeline which we have yet to have material. Like we have a lot in the episode 3 and 4 stuff. Like there's a lot in between there. There's a lot, you know, uh in the original trilogy era, like right before and stuff. And then like even in between like 4 and 5 there's some things. I would like to, what would be cool, something that I always like enjoyed from the old legend stuff was uh Shadows of the Empire, because
Yeah.
that was in between 5 and 6, and obviously that's non-canon anymore. So like I would like to see something like that again. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Hmm.
Um, for me personally, I would like to see pre-Phantom Menace things, and by that, I don't necessarily mean like the Old Republic because that's like way before, but I mean like pre-Phantom Menace. Like, how did Django become the template of the Clone Army? And we had that in Legends. If you played Bounty Hunter, the PS2 GameCube game, like
Hmm.
that's the story of that. But like that's not canon anymore. So I would like to see the story of how Django became the template, how Dooku left the Jedi Order, the adventures of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Like, rewatching Clone Wars, I've been reminded that Anakin. No, we're not talking about Anakin. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon were on Mandalore protecting the Duchess Satine from bounty hunters for like a year. Like, I want to see that. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan protecting Satine from bounty hunters. Like that sounds fucking rad, dude. I want to see more stuff like that, like pre Phantom Menace, but not like super far back into the past, but like a little bit before like the prequels, like that. And then like also we have a 10-year gap in between Attack or Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. That's 10 full ass years of things they could tell.
Hmm.
Like why hasn't there been more stuff in that period? Like come on, man. I know there's a comic or something, but like dude, there's so much more you could do in that time period. Make games in that time period. You could create like brand new characters and new stories that you can tell in that 10-year gap. Like, oh man, it just it always kind of just like they keep focusing on the same eras and time slots, and it's like, man, you have all this other stuff that you could do, but they just don't. Which I guess now that we've talked about the future of the movies um and TV shows, which I think that's everything. More Mandalorian, Rangers of the New Republic, maybe, Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Bad Batch, Visions, Droid Story, Lando, Acolyte, Rogue Squadron, Taika's movie, Kevin Feige's movie. And I still have no idea if Ryan Johnson's trilogy is still happening. Like, I'm not a fan of The Last Jedi, but maybe if he had uh something that wasn't a saga movie, maybe I would have been better for him. So I don't know. What else? Am I missing anything? We already talked about the Book of Boba Fett. Talked about all the movies, all the shows. Yeah, so I guess that's it. I don't think there's really. I think we went through most of the TV shows and movies. So,
Hmm.
any other final thoughts on the future of the movies and the shows?
No, not really. Not with the stuff that's already established as coming along. Like, I'm excited for what is coming.
Mhm.
But as I was sitting here staring at Star Wars Rangers of the New Republic, I was looking at the logo. I was like, what if they change that? What if they put what if they put Delta Squad, a Star Wars story, like from fucking Clone Wars,
See, see, I would
that would be
love
cool.
that. I would absolutely love that. But the only problem I can see with that is that the Bad Batch. because they're like clone commandos kind of already. They're like an elite force of clones or whatever. But yeah, before the Bad Batch, I was all about like give me a yeah Delta Squad would be fucking amazing.
See,
But
and
I
if I was
just
gonna make that, I would make it like a sequel to the game too, where they pick up after that big cliffhanger. But
mm,
that's because I'm talking from I love that game, right? And I love those
yeah.
characters, so I'd love to see them again.
Yeah. Well, since we're
Uh,
talking about games, let's talk about the future of Star Wars gaming because um it's the future of Star Wars gaming is an interesting one. For the past like 8 years, we haven't really had a whole lot and that's been
mhm,
disappointing considering the fact that we were supposed to get 1313. I was very excited about that. We were supposed to get Project Ragtag. I was very excited about that. There was a lot of things that we were supposed to get that we did not get. And that bums me the fuck out because
mhm,
there's so much good stuff out there that was gonna happen even before the current deal that we're in with EA, right?
mhm.
Like 1313 again. Bring that one up again because that was gonna be like an Uncharted style game where you play as Boba Fett, you know, and I'm watching. I remember looking at like an E3 or something like years ago when they announced this thing for the first time, and the hype that I had watching. Do you have like a? Hold
Let
on,
me see if I can. Let me pull it up.
yeah, I was gonna say like that. I'm thinking of this one particular um the demo gameplay that they had for this. It's so tragic, man, that we just never got this because
Damn, this is posted 7 years ago. Maybe this is it. It's 6 minutes long.
yeah, that's probably it. E3 from fucking which E3 was this? Because I
Oh
remember
god,
watching this.
I gotta take that image off. Shit. 1 second.
Oh,
I forgot to hide that. My bad.
E3 2013. God damn. Okay.
Whoop, there we go.
Well, yeah. Like, I mean, this looks so good, dude.
Yeah. Like I remember when they showed this, it was pretty hype.
Yeah, man. Like you're just going down the Coruscant levels, and I just I would love to if they could like rework this and like make it work in the new canon because obviously this was before all that
Hmm.
stuff we have now. They could rework it into what we have now. I would love to play this, man.
I'd
Like
like to play any game where I'm like a smuggler kind of dealio bounty hunter thing again because like it's been a minute since we've I want to say since
yeah,
we've played one. Like I mean I love being a Jedi. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed Fallen Order and all that. That was cool.
yeah, I love Fallen Order.
Uh, but I would love to be a bounty hunter or a smuggler or any of that stuff. You know, I grew up with some of those games.
It would be nice if they could like I guess release a game kind of like with the options of galaxies, where you can choose to be whatever you want to be,
Mm-hmm.
and then have like like storylines like that you can depending on what you choose, kind of like I guess kind of like the Old Republic, but like I I guess what I'm thinking of, I guess what I'm thinking is like the elements from MMOs, but not make it an MMO game. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Like have like incorporate grab elements. Basically, what I want is like you grab elements from all these different games and you put them together in one game. Like grab shit from MMOs, you know, grab stuff from like RPGs, you know, like just grab like the best things of these type of games. Like grab the lightsaber combat from like Jedi Academy,
Oh man.
like grab pick and choose the best of all these different things and combine it all into one sexy game, dude. Like it'd be great. Like my dream Star Wars game would be impossible to make because I what I have in my the vision that I have in my head is like again, it's kind of like basically what I'm saying is kind of like an MMO, but not like anyway. Uh, but yeah, 1313. It was something that I'm bummed out that we never got.
It's interesting
Um,
to watch this again after so long. I haven't seen it in a while.
yeah, same. Like again, like I think this that still looks pretty good. Like this from like 7, 8 years ago or whatever. Like this looks fantastic in my opinion.
Hmm.
Like if they could like just clean polish that up for today's standards and uh clean up the story and the how it fits into the current canon and whatnot, like dude, just fucking keep like make this happen.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see where in a few weeks with game announcements and all that,
Yeah.
um, what we'll be looking at as we kind of speculate on the future games for Star Wars. Because we like, I'm curious if we're gonna see because we know it exists pretty much at this point. That KOTOR remake, are we gonna see that at
Yeah,
any of this
I was gonna bring that up here in a little bit. Yeah, so
stuff?
there's heavily rumored KOTOR remake, which please make it a remake instead of a remaster.
Hmm.
I would love to see it completely remade. Um, but yeah, I mean, right now we're talking about a canceled game,
Hmm.
so uh, let's move on to things that yeah, like things we have look forward to because we're talking about the future of Star Wars. So
I'm
as
kind
fun
of
as it
curious.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, as fun as it is to talk about stuff that we never got. Because I mean, there's a list of a bunch of things we never got. Like really quickly, uh, Star Wars Attack Squadron, Star Wars Battlefront 3, Star Wars First Assault, Star Wars Battle of the Sith Lords, Star Wars KOTOR 3, Force Unleashed 3, Project Ragtag. Like these are shit that we never got. Like a lot of some of that stuff sounds cooler than the others, but like man, it's a damn shame that we never got some of this stuff. Like Project Ragtag was exciting, dude, because they had like Amy Henning on it. She was the creator of the Uncharted universe, and
Uh-huh.
it was supposed to be it was supposed to be a heist game taking place, like right after A New Hope, I think. Like that was like they had like a. I remember seeing like images of concept art of like a team, because you're building up a heist group and whatnot. But yeah, so we have we've Jedi Fallen Order trailer playing right now.
Yeah, I put it up just because I was
So
gonna think, are we gonna see a Fallen Order 2 in the next couple
what I was gonna
weeks?
say, I don't know if they'll announce it this year, but or maybe they might, but I think it's definitely happening. I think they are definitely
Oh,
working
it's
on it.
definitely happening because they've definitely hired for it. I remember there've been job postings and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's definitely
So
gonna happen. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
I think it's happening. I now the question of whether or not they will announce it, I don't know.
Who
I
knows?
think it'd be cool, but I think it'd be cool if they announced a bunch of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, I really like Jedi Fallen Order. If you've played the game, I don't mean you, Josh, but it's in general, like
yeah.
to the
No, I
people.
got you.
For
To our
those of you
audience.
who have played the game, yeah, to our audience, if you've played the game, you know how fun it is and how how cool the story is and the canon and all that stuff. And you know how bummed out I am when a particular character doesn't uh there's the whole he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3 meme. There's a particular character I'm like, oh, this person ain't gonna be in fucking Jedi Fallen Order 2. And it kind of bummed me out because I really like the character. Uh, so I'm curious how what they're gonna where they but also there are some characters that you meet along the way that you're like they're gonna be a bigger part of the second one.
Hmm.
So on that front, I'm excited. But yeah, I really like this game. I like that they let you what's the word? Let you customize your lightsaber. I really enjoyed the color and the hilt and all that stuff. I hope they kind of make. I hope they kind of like for the second one, they make it so that again, I'm gonna bring up Jedi Academy, but the reason why I bring this up is because in Jedi Fallen Order, I'm gonna talk spoilers here for a little bit. So if you haven't played Jedi Fallen Order, this is your warning. I'm just gonna talk about something here very briefly. Um, ready? Five, four, three, two, one. You had your warning. Okay. So in Jedi Fallen Order, there's a certain point in the game where you go to Ilum and you get to rebuild your lightsaber. And or actually even before that, you get a double blade, if I'm not mistaken. But you
Mhm.
go to Ilum at a certain point in the game, and you have three the three different styles of lightsaber, right? You have your single blade, which we've had since the beginning of the game. You've had your double blade, you can Darth Maul it around. Uh, from I got mine on Kashyyyk, or no? Was it the what's that green planet? I'm blanking on the name where you fight the Ogdo Bogdo.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
I usually know what it is, but
I'm blanking too.
I'm blanking out.
I'm looking it up.
Bogano. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Bogano. So I think I got mine on Bogano, my double bladed lightsaber. I don't know where you got it because I know other people got it like in different locations.
Yeah, I ended up
Like
going to
I know there were some ballsy crazy bastards that went to Dathomir first for some reason. Like, why would you go
that
there?
that was me.
You crazy son of a gun, going to fucking Dathomir first. I was like, hell no, I'm gonna wait before I go there. So I ended up getting mine, I think, on Bogano, my double blade. But anyway, the reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because, so once you get to Ilum, at a certain point in the game, right,
Mhm.
you get to have your single lightsaber, your double blade, and then for like a moment in time, if you press like if you're using the controller, you press like LB, RB, or whatever the fuck, and you press two buttons at a time, and you get to use two lights. You split your double blade in half, and you get to swing around with two. Right? Oops, sorry about that.
Mhm.
You get to swing around two lightsabers, right? So I wish that eh, they don't actually let you like use that, like the two like the two sabers. It's only like an attack. Like they don't actually let you hold the two sabers and like you know, normally as you would with the single or the double blade. So the reason why I brought up Jedi Academy was because in Jedi Academy you can choose single blade, two sabers, or the double blade. So I kind of hope they like let you do something like that a little bit more in the second game. That's kind of what I would prefer. Like again, Jedi Academy has just spoiled me with lightsaber stuff. So that's kind of what I would like to see uh in Star Wars games where you have lightsabers. But no, I mean I really enjoyed the story for Jedi Fallen Order, and then yeah, the characters were cool. And there's a particular moment in the game where Cal flashes back to something, and I'm like, oh, this is top tier right here.
Yeah.
But anyway, great game. Ending was dope. I'm excited to see where they go with these characters. BD1 is the best too. His little droid.
Hey, bud.
So that's
Yep.
cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're doing a second one. And then the other exciting thing about the future of Star Wars games is that Lucasfilm Games is a thing now.
Mhm.
Because if you all remember, Lucas Arts used to be a thing before the purchase of or before Disney purchased Lucasfilm and all its various things. But yeah, Lucasfilm Games is a thing now. They announced in January of this year. They're so currently right now they still have the contract with EA. I believe they have 2 more years left because they signed a 10-year contract back in 2013. I remember this very specifically. Um, 10-year contract, 2013, EA exclusive Star Wars games. And, it's been 8 years so far. And what do we have, Josh? We have two Battlefronts. We have one Jedi Fallen Order. We have one Star Wars Squadrons. And a bunch of crappy mobile games that even if you put Star Wars on it, I'm still not going to play mobile games.
Yeah.
Like, listen, Fortnite tried to get me to play Star Wars by throwing in lightsabers and and telling me Palpatine's speech from The Rise of Skywalker about how he returned, and even that was not enough to get me to play fucking Fortnite, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just because you stick Star Wars on things, I'm not gonna like you have to do good here. Like, come on. Uh, so that being said, I liked the first Battlefront for what it was. It was a little disappointing though, because there wasn't a whole lot there. And then on top of that, they had like DLCs for it. So you already are paying for a game that doesn't have a whole lot on it to begin with. And then you're paying for more DLC stuff on top of it. But I mean, I kind of I don't know, man. It was the first Star Wars game that we had since like I think Force Unleashed 2. So it was like 5 years without a new Star Wars game at that point. Because the first Battlefront came out in 2015, the EA one. And I mean, I had fun with it. Like, it was, I love Star Wars, so I mean, I'm all about it. But I mean, that being said, there wasn't a whole lot in the base game to begin with. And again, they like, charged you for DLC when those came out, and it was only original trilogy era, so very limited. Uh, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I still had fun with it regardless of that. But I mean, you can't not like be like, well, come on, that's all they did. And then Battlefront 2, 2 years later, 2017, had a rough start. Had a rough start. Loot box fiasco and what all that mess that they got for that. But they improved on the game a lot. They never had DLC for it. It was always free updates for the game. Every update they had was exciting because you have all three eras of the saga in the game. You have they added solo stuff, they added Rogue One stuff, so they even had like Clone Wars and Rebels things in it as well. So Battlefront 2 was definitely like at the start not super great, but as they continue to improve on it, and if you're like looking to play it now, I think now it's a great game. Unfortunately, they stopped adding new content to it like early last year, I think. Um, so they had a great game that they cultivated into a really fun Star Wars thing, but they just stopped adding stuff to it. So they kind of like I don't. I think they shot themselves in the foot with that one because that was a fun game, man. Like people still play. I mean, I still play it every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, mobile games. I'm not gonna get into that again, but then we have Jedi Fallen Order, which we were talking about a little bit. Again, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to a new to the second one when that comes out. Um fun stuff. Glad to finally have another game where you get to play as a Jedi and
Yeah.
uh yeah, all that stuff. And then we had Squadrons. So Squadrons was a good time. Uh Not a full price game. It was $40 when it first came out. Flight sim. So they satisfied the flight sim. But for the future of Star Wars, we're gonna get back to that because again, we're talking about past stuff. Um, yeah. So we have Jedi Fallen Order 2, most likely. We have the KOTOR remake, most likely. We have the game that is being worked on by Ubisoft, the open world Star Wars game that we know for
Yeah.
sure is happening, right? So that's what we know. I'm trying to think of other things that are like for sure happening before we start getting into the like speculation type thing.
We have that Lego game coming that keeps getting it got delayed
Oh
again.
right. Yep.
This the
Lego Star
Skywalker
Wars, the Skywalker
saga.
saga. I'm actually looking forward to that. I enjoy the Lego games. Like
I've never played any of them. I would
I'm
like to.
not I don't give a shit. I like those games, man. They're a fun time, especially when you play co-op. Lego games are a blast. So if you haven't tried them or you're knocking them because they're Lego games, dude, they're a fun ass time, man. Like don't give them shit because they're Lego. They're fun, man.
Oh, I fucking
Then
love
we're
Legos. You got shit to say about Legos? Look, we can dance. We can dance all you want to, motherfuckers. Let's go. I play fire. I love Legos. Okay,
look at that Huawei.
like, like,
Yeah,
like Legos around here, king.
but those are fun. The Lego games are fun. I would yeah I would the new one is gonna be hype. What else? Yeah, the Ubisoft game I believe is gonna be an open world deal.
Yeah, I wonder.
Dealio.
Are there any details on it, like at
Uh,
all?
I'm trying to look up stuff on that. Uh,
It's been a little quiet lately, huh? Other
Ubisoft
than
and
like the
Massive
KOTOR remake.
Entertainment are working on that. I see. Uh, they're using the Snowdrop engine. Or they will be using the Snowdrop engine. Mass richly detailed environments. Uh, so yeah, we'll see what they see what they do with that.
You
I
might.
wonder if they will talk about that this year, but
That's what I was wondering. You might get a title drop. I don't know if you'll see anything other than a title
no,
drop.
I don't think we will because they still have, I don't like they're already talking to these other companies, like besides
Hmm.
EA to start making stuff, but like I don't know how that like I don't know what the like details of that 10-year deal are like cuz it ain't over yet, but we have 2 years left for it's over, but they're already like, they're talking to like Bethesda to make a Indiana Jones game and like, you know, Ubisoft to make a Star Wars game and like we won't be seeing these for like years, at least, several years, but
Hmm.
the fact that they're already I guess starting to work on them and get prepared for that and stuff is cool because I'd rather have new Star Wars games sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Um, but think that is I think that's all the stuff we have upcoming.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to I'm seeing if I'm like forgetting something because there's so many rumors out there too, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
what are we what do we have to expect? What do we have in development here? Maybe a Mandalorian game,
A
like
Mando game would be cool.
because I mean they'd be foolish not to do that, right? Like it's a very popular like you know. Do you think they would make a Battlefront 3?
Yeah, I do. I think they do.
Because I think that's been rumored as well. But like we haven't heard anything about it. I mean, to be honest, I probably would get it, but like well, the reason why is because like the way they ended the stuff on Battlefront 2, like again, I mentioned it not too long ago. If you were to play that game like today, that is a great game. That is a fun game to play, man. Like it is a good time. There's so much more they could have added to it though, but like if the reason why they stopped development or development, if the reason why they stopped continuing to add stuff to that one is because they're making a third one, then all right. But like, nothing is confirmed, so I don't know. Uh but yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the upcoming stuff. We talked about it all already.
Yeah.
So maybe Battlefront 3, maybe Mando, but the thing I'm really looking forward to is the KOTOR remake. It'd be
Same.
cool if we saw some Jedi Fallen Order 2. Um So let's do a little bit of speculation here. We're getting E3 and all the gaming stuff coming up here within the next couple weeks and months and stuff here. What is something you think we will see, and what is something you would like to see?
Um.
Because like I know there's a lot of like we would like to see like a new RTS game and like
Yeah.
like another I don't know Imperial Commando maybe would that be that they think that'd be cool?
I think what we'll get is a tease of Fallen Order 2.
Okay.
Um. A title drop for the Ubisoft thing.
That'd be nice.
Uh, I think we'll get something we haven't heard about, but I don't know what. So I can't. I think there'll be a surprise. I think there'll be a Star Wars surprise this year, but I don't know what it'll be.
I
Um,
hope so. That'd be nice, man.
in terms of things I want, uh, I'm gonna say I want a Star Wars horror game because that would be cool.
That
Like,
that would be interesting. There's plenty of there's so many things you could do with that. Like
mm-hmm,
there's a lot of yeah, I mean shit. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I'm gonna talk about Jedi Fallen Order here real quick. So if you haven't again, I'm gonna say something like really, really quick here. If you haven't played Jedi Fallen Order, if you haven't beat it, uh, this is your opportunity to pause or not pause or mute or whatever. It'll be really quick. It'll be really, really quick. But anyway, here we go. Five, four, three, two, one. All right. So at the end of the game, Jedi Fallen Order, you know how when you're at the Inquisitorius planet,
mm-hmm.
uh, and this is after uh Seer and Cal find homegirl, homegirl, the Inquisitor,
Trilla.
and then the Trilla, yes, Trilla, homegirl Trilla. Vader pops in and he kills her, and then he throws Sierra off the thing. That shit feels like a horror game right there, dude. When
Yeah,
you
it
have to
does.
run away from Vader and he's just like tearing up everything around you. Like, yeah, there's so many. Anyway, Jedi Fallen Order talk is done. I just wanted to bring that up because
Yeah,
that part felt like a damn horror game.
it is. It is very much. You're fighting for your life at that moment. It is
But
scary.
yeah, like there's so many things you could do. Like you can make like a yeah, man. There's so much stuff you could do. Like
Left for Dead with rat ghouls, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, I
that
know whenever we bring up the horror games, I always bring up rat ghouls. That's because they're fucking scary, bro.
fucking rat
Like,
goals. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, you could do that for sure. I was thinking like you can make like a Wampa terrifying. You could do like Rancors and
give me an alien type game,
fucking
which.
Nexus and creatures like that. You see, you can make a zombie game with the zombie Geonosians. Remember from Clone Wars and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could do that if you want to do. Like you
What's
could
funny
make
is I'm not even that big of a horror fan. I just feel like
and you're
mix
just
up
like I
Star
want a
Wars with it a
horse.
little bit.
Well, because it's something that like I guess people don't typically necessarily think about, right? Star Wars and horror, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you could. This is the true horror game right here, especially for someone like Paula, but who's one of our friends, by the way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they're Mandalorian season 2 spiders, dude. All those fucking little spiders that fucking Grogu was eating and chomping on and shit. Could you imagine trying to like fight and run away from the big one and all those little tiny ass ones? Fuck
Yeah.
that, dude.
And and if you're out there wondering, man, why does Josh bring up this random uh screwball attempts at this thing, putting it out into the universe? Let me tell you something. You've watched this show long enough, I hope, at this point to realize that Daniel and I are magic, and when we bring things up, they fucking happen.
They, hey
It's
man, I don't want to I don't want to jinx anything, but
mm-hmm.
lot of stuff we've talked about in the past is some of that stuff has been announced. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you were talking about an alien game. We're getting alien fire team.
Mm-hmm.
Predator. We got Predator Hunting Grounds.
Hunting grounds,
Terminator.
yep.
Terminator Resistance. Like,
Mm-hmm.
give me a for anybody out there listening, give me a new RoboCop game
Yeah.
and also give me a Rocketeer game. Yes, the Disney Rocketeer because I like the Rocketeer. Why
And
not?
look, the Summer Games Fest and E3 are right around the corner. I'm gonna bring
Also,
up all the crazy ideas because I want that shit to
also,
get announced.
also speaking of Disney, give me a Tron game, dude. I wanna play a Tron game with the Daft Punk soundtrack, dude. Let's get it. Ah man, yeah.
uh,
So yeah, okay, yeah. I think see, it's tough because I don't know what to expect from this E3 or all the stuff we're getting in general. I would love it if they finally confirm the KOTOR remake. I will fucking
I think we
you will
get
see.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
will
really
see a
do.
grow. I don't know if I'll cry, but I'm gonna get. I'll get really damn excited about it on stream if we're
Mm-hmm.
watching it. Fallen Order 2 would be cool because it's been like a year and a half since the game came out now, the first one. So
Mm-hmm.
we're like go heading towards 2 years. So that'd be nice to get an announcement on that. Um, I would like to see them talk more about the Ubisoft one, but I don't know. It might be too early for that. I hope so, but if I had to guess, I would say no. And then I would just love if they surprise us with more new things. So
I think we'll get some surprises. I really
I
do.
hope so. I would love it. I really would.
Uh, I just remember for years I was like Fable, Fable,
Hmm.
Fable. Every E3 I'd be like Fable, and it'd never be there. It was finally there last time we had an E3. So
Yeah. Well, that
you
was
know,
that's been
or
me.
event
That's been me
thing.
every year since like E3, like 2012 or 2013 or something. KOTOR, please, please.
Mm-hmm.
Every year.
If you hang in there long enough, it'll become true. God damn it.
I guess. I guess.
uh,
Yeah.
but really, what I would love is like another Galactic Battlegrounds and stuff
Oh,
like
dude.
that. Like, man,
It,
I love
it
those or
dude,
remaster anything where I
if
could play them again.
if they if they fucking like did a like a what they do for Age of Empires 2, did they like remake it or remaster it or
I think
which
it
one
was
was
a
it?
remaster thing.
If they remastered Galactic Battlegrounds and added, because if for those of you who may not know, Galactic Battlegrounds, Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds is an RTS game and originally came out in 2001. So that only had Phantom Menace stuff up to that point. It had the original trilogy Phantom Menace and expanding universe stuff at the time, which is now called Legends. But anyway, then they came out with an expansion pack in 2002 called the Clone Campaigns, which
Mm-hmm.
added Attack of the Clones stuff, so episode 2 things. And that was it. Like they released Empire at War like 4 years later, completely different RTS game. But dude, I would be fine if they re-released or a remastered version of Galactic Battlegrounds and they added Revenge of the Sith, Mandalorian, Clone Wars, Rebels, like all the stuff that has come out since then. Like I would be fine with that. Like just give me a fucking updated version of Galactic Battlegrounds and I will buy that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'll pre-order it, whatever, dude. Like
Fucking the OG Galactic Battlegrounds came with like a book and it had like a mini story in it where there's these stormtroopers and they're on Kashyyyk. And it's almost like we were talking about horror. It's almost like a horror novel because
yeah,
they're
I mean
getting
shit.
fucking murdered by these giant
Speaking of
spiders that live on
speaking of
Kashyyyk and shit.
stormtroopers on Kashyyyk, fucking Battlefront 2 has a Ewok hunt mode where the Ewoks are fucking horrifying in that game mode. Cause you're a stormtrooper at nighttime with nothing but a flashlight that like has
Oh
to
my god,
recharge, and those little
bruh.
furry bastards will fucking sneak up on you like
Uh,
nothing, dude.
I got your game. I got your horror game right here.
All right,
You're
what
a
is it?
lone
Let's hear it.
stormtrooper. For this whole game,
Yes.
you're chased by. You're just coming across these dudes slaughtered everywhere, right? It's like
Okay.
you don't know what it is. The entire
Yeah.
game. At the very end, it's a fucking Ewok. It just shows up right at the very end. Just pops up and murders, and that's how the game ends.
That would suck, man. I'd be like, fuck this game. Oh, fuck this game, dude. I survive all of this just to get killed by a fucking Ewok. Man, that would be awful.
But it's my indie game.
That's funny, man.
No, no. But seriously, like that'd be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I would
So yeah,
love
I mean, I
Galactic Battleground stuff.
hopefully, we'll get the hopefully we get some exciting news this here coming up here soon because I would love to see more Star Wars games since we haven't had that many over the past 8 years. We were promised so many and we did not get nearly enough. Um, but yeah,
Hell, the
just the
biggest
way
reason
it
I
is,
remember
man.
9 is because he plays 9 in the fucking Galactic
Yeah,
Battlegrounds.
9, dude. He's the
Mm-hmm.
droid commander.
The great commander, yeah. Like that's literally the only reason I remember him. It's because of that game.
Fucking Galactic Battlegrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you play as a trade federation and you roll into Theed and the Boo and you have to
Even after all these years, still
that
remember
game's
9.
fun, dude. I love that game, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a there's a mod for it called Expanding Fronts that I always look at every once in a while because like it's a fun ass mod for that game that adds so much to it. Like they've added like new like units and like uh so in the original Galactic Battlegrounds they have, or in the clone campaigns and stuff, they got like, you can play as the Gungans or the Empire or the Rebels or the Wookiees, or the Republic and the Separatists and the Trade Federation and that kind of stuff. Which the Confederacy and the Trade Federation are split into two. So, but anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. You have all these factions you can play as. In this expanding fronts thing, they changed the Confederacy like buildings so they're not all Geonosis, because it's kind of weird when you play on a planet that's not Geonosis for them to have Geonosian architecture and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So they changed that. They've added like the Zon Consortium as a faction, from Empire at War. They're a faction. They've added the First Order and the Resistance as factions. They have like a bunch of planets in the scenario editor thing and the maps and all that stuff. So it's a cool thing if you guys are curious, like uh, expanding fronts, Galactic Battlegrounds, cool mod. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I think there's potential for excitement, and I'm excited for the movies and games for Star Wars, but or would I say movies? Did I say movies and games? Movies and shows I'm excited for. But the games
Hmm.
one is just like, since we don't really have a whole lot of stuff confirmed, it's all like rumors for the most part.
Yeah.
Or like the Ubisoft one where we're like we don't really know a whole lot about it.
Like we don't know shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard to get excited for stuff. Um, but yeah, I hope we get some news here soon.
I hope if what I want, and you already know what I'm going to say because I've said it a million times to you before, is the fucking XCOM Star Wars,
Yeah.
bro. Like you could even throw a Jedi or a Sith Knight in there, depending on where you're taking
XCOM
place,
Star
kind of
Wars
deal.
would be pretty cool.
Like I love those tactical turn-based, shooty games. Like it's a lot of
That's
fun.
another game where
Base
you can have
management.
that's another game where you can have like all the eras too. You can have like,
Hmm. You can hop around.
you could have Clone Wars, Galactic Civil War sequels. You can throw in Mandalorians in there. You can
We have my whole army of shore troopers. Let's go.
throw in, yeah, dude, short troopers and scout troopers. Is that what you're gonna do?
What if you like? What if you played like almost like a smuggler or pirate faction, right? And like you have to steal gear from fucking the Empire.
That'd be
So like
cool.
your dudes are like wearing hooked up together fucking shore trooper armor and fucking like rebel helmets and shit that
Yeah,
they're
because I
having to
mean,
steal.
because like for the mod, like, well, in those games you can like customize, like, the
Hmm.
arms and the torso and like all the different, like, you can like fully customize these dudes out. So yeah,
Hmm.
that'd be cool. You have a dude wearing like a short trooper like arm, and he's got like a fucking I don't know, like a normal stormtrooper chest piece, and
Hmm.
got like a rebel backpack on, or whatever. Like you just mix and match pieces and create like
Spray
unique
painted up.
units and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, listen, Lucasfilm Games, if you're listening out there, come on, that'd be that'd be great if you could do that.
And then just throw in the Shadow of Mordor Nemesis system. So when somebody dies, you get a brand new mini boss bad guy. Um, we're full of great ideas here on the Clockwork Canteen, and it's why you should follow this channel if you're not already, and also the YouTube and and Spotify, all the stuff.
All of the
Uh,
things, but yeah, I'm not sure what else there is to talk about in terms of the future of games. I think that might be it. What do you think?
um,
It's just
nothing that I can think of. Like I'm excited to see what we'll see in the next couple weeks. I
because
hope we
yeah,
get some
because I mean,
surprises.
it's basically just like what we hope to see that they show. Because I mean, we don't really have a whole lot to go off of right now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about the movies and the shows, and now the games. Um, I think that might be it.
That might be it, guys. That might be the
I think
show.
that I think that might be it. I mean, there's like books and comics and stuff, but I mean, those are coming out all the time. Like we already know.
Yeah.
like most of the stuff coming out right now is High Republic, which I'm excited to learn more about. Always, of course. Uh, they're coming out with comics as well for the High Republic too, so that's fun. But I mean, yeah, the books I'll be honest, I haven't read any of the newer books in a hot
I'm
minute.
not
So
done. I'm not done with the one I had. You know, I got distracted, and it's just kind of sitting there waiting for me to pick it up again.
maybe if maybe when Josh finishes that, he can like give us a report on it and see what's up with
Yeah,
that.
I'd love to. All right, let's
But
go ahead and say our goodbyes
yeah,
then.
I think we'll call it a day there, friends.
All right, Daniel, you are up.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for checking us out here on the Clockwork Cantina podcast. Episode 75, feature of Star Wars. There's, we could have gone into more detail on some of these things, but you know, uh there's always more to talk about, and then we get into tangents and stuff, and anyway, I'm generally excited for a lot of the things to come for Star Wars. Again, I'm hoping for good news. I'm expecting. Well, I mean, I don't know what I should expect, but I'm hoping for good things coming up here with all the game news coming out soon. But that's it for me. I'm still playing through Mass Effect 2 on my channel, so check out that link there, or twitch.tv for that. Um, yeah, that's gonna be it. See you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye bye.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming out to episode 75. Holy shit, 75 episodes. Man, we're awesome. You know, we're just the best ever. And because we're the best ever, you should follow the channel and all of our socials and stuff like that, because we give you the great content here. Um, Follow us on Spotify. My computer has decided to drop frames here at the very last minute, which is good because we're wrapping up the show. Um, um, I will continue Mass Effect, maybe even later tonight. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna go eat and stuff, and I'll see how I'm feeling. If I feel like it, I'll fire the stream up. So check it out if that's something you're interested in. Other than that, the show will be uploaded as soon as I am able to do it, and get it to Daniel on MP3s and all that stuff. So until then, make sure to come back here for the gaming news and stuff every Monday usually, um, at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Until next time, bye bye, guys.